Top of the top. TGIF Friday. What's good? I'm still sending the video out, y'all. Give me 1 second. Your boy working. Good morning, everybody. It's going down. It's going down. Hopefully everybody good. I'm just sending these links out, sharing this real quick, and I'm going in. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, man. Get everything you need. It's about to be fun. Get everything you need, man. I heard Joe stepping down. I don't know, but we're gonna talk about brother UMAR. So give me 1 second, y'all. Your boy had to put it together, man. I gotta give y'all a decent show, man. It's gonna be lit. Let's go. All right, share this link. About to get into it. 1 second. Shout out to everybody that been patiently waiting. Everybody that know what time it is. When school come back September, I'll be officially back on the 7 o'clock fall schedule. Right now, it's a dry summer, ain't much going on. So thank you for waiting patiently. I'm about to get into it, y'all. You know how we do. TGIF, episode 771, man. It's the intro. What's good? Who up in here? Who up in here? What's good? What's the word, y'all? Yeah, I'm ready now. Hold on, I had to send that out. I had to put it together this morning, y'all. What's the word? What's good? Episode 771. Intro. What's up, King Goma? What's up, C Mills? Black Diamond. What's good? How everybody doing this morning? What's good, y'all? Who up in here? What's up, Real Mike OG? What up, bro? What's up, Daria? What's up, Front Street? What's up, bro? You been at, man? You make sure you good. I see the bro in a minute. What's up? Yeah, we was on Clubhouse yesterday. I sent some of y'all the link. So I'm going to tell y'all right now, don't ever, never say, for no fame, he ain't never showed me no love. He ain't never paid me no attention. Because when I told you, I'll be sending them links out for y'all to tap in, that's on y'all. Get it? So shout out to everybody that's here, man. I make myself accessible. Plus, today, y'all, I'm going to give a disclaimer. All right? Because today we got to talk about blackness and black stuff, and we got to go into what black is. But Dr. UMAR, once again, is playing the black card, talking this black stuff. So today, I'm going to put Umar Johnson in the ground, straight up, respectfully. And I think I'm going to have to go back to Twitter, start trolling these niggas again like I did 10 years ago. Like when I was trolling Tariq and he blocked me, Tariq Nasheed, all y'all role models, I've been on their heels a long time ago. I think I got to go back to Twitter, start trolling them because they still talking this black talk. But that's okay. Now, today, I'm going to give a disclaimer. I'm not here to disrespect nobody. I'm not saying I'm better than nobody. I'm actually stupid. I don't really know too much of nothing. But I know one thing. Today, you're going to get through your head. It's a difference when you talk black. See, we're going to say black for the relation, but now I'm going to make it simple for you. Black Indians, black Africans. Which one are you? Which one are you? You ask yourself. And then don't listen to nothing I say. Don't say nothing because I said it. I'm black Indian. That's what I'm with. I ain't got no disrespect for the black Africans. I love my African people too. But the people that conquered this planet, they told a lot of lies, and they told lies to everybody. And people are still repeating lies in 2024. So that's why after today, hopefully a lot of people get understanding. And I'm going to make this other thing clear. When I'm on this thing, I'm on here for the future generations. Everything I'm talking about is for the future. Everything we tap into is already old, but the future got to get it because they doing them to fail. So we're going to get into it today on the intro. All right, 771. All right, y'all ready? We're going to get into it. Shout out to the replay gang. Shout out to every single person that hit like buttons and know I don't never ask, and that's why I appreciate it even more when y'all leave comments. Trust me, I'm going to be more hands-on with it. But now we're going to get into it today. I just had to get comfortable. I had to do everything I had to do because I ain't in no rush today, y'all. My whole plan today is to destroy Umar Johnson. Not because I hate on the man, but I'm going to show you a black devil. So when people talk about blackness, don't forget, it is a such thing as black devils too. Yeah, and black devils are only out for one thing, black dollars. All right, so we're going to get into it today. Shout out to everybody that's in here. What's up, Melanese? All right, y'all. Talk about it. So today we're talking about black Indians and black Africans, something like that. Since people want to talk this black race stuff, we're going to talk about Trump. We're going to talk about Joe. We're going to talk about a couple of things. All right. So anyway, let's go. I know how we do. Trust me, y'all. Trust me. Let's go. First of all, boom. Let's go into this. And I want everybody to, you know, give a fair opinion. I mean, it ain't that serious because, I mean, just the migrants taking over. So really, we could talk about black and white all day. Don't really matter because the people that come here, the people that came here to get this American money, they don't care about black or white. But somehow the people in this country that's black, I guess they still like to talk about race. So we're going to talk about it. What up, Queen of Detroit? What's up? Hold up. All right, got to get ready. Now, first of all, today you're going to learn something. All right. First of all, race is a hustle. It's the oldest hustle in the book. Only people who caught up in racism, usually people that haven't really been nowhere in life or really experienced nobody. But you can always sell race to poor people. All right. Poor white trash, they can always be gassed up to join the Klan. Easy. Because they poor and broke. The same thing with black so-called militants in the ghetto. You know, when you got a black person or a person in the ghetto and they poor, suffering, you can always push racism to them and say, here's the white man's fault while you broke. Anyway, we're going to get into it. Plus, a lot of people, you don't know American history, you don't know African history, you don't know shit, you just know what you're told on the internet. That's okay, but today I'm going to fry Brother UMAR Johnson and anybody that think like him and anybody that promote that type of shit. I told you I'm not here to fuck y'all hustle up, but y'all been stupid too long. So now I'm going to show y'all something. Let's go. Dr. UMAR Johnson is calling on Drake to clarify his racial identity following the Canadian rapper's beef with Kendrick Lamar. You also will see everybody's trying to ride the wave of jumping on the bandwagon of dissing Drake, aka jumping Drake. But then you'll see before all this shit started, nobody had nothing to say about Drake, but somehow it is a lot of so-called, I ain't gonna say it, seems to me like they're jumping Drake. Now, if Drake is a punk, he's white, he's from Canada, why is everybody jumping him? I didn't know it'd take this many people to take one man down. But then again, let's go look into it because you're going to learn American history today too. All right. As Drake has a white mother and a black father, Dr. Umar wants to know whether Drizzy identifies as black or biracial. As you see, this is called race baiting. This is called gaslighting. Why? Why is this fool so concerned with this man's race? What the fuck it got to do with you, Brother Umar? That's the question. But yeah, I'm going somewhere with it. Yes, I will be trolling. You see, I will be trolling today. I'm on straight bullshit. And the bullshit I'm on is putting Umar on the ground. Hold up. I ain't in no rush. Now let's look at this guy. First of all, who made him the authority over human beings? As Drake has a white mother and a black father, Dr. Umar wants to know whether Drizzy identifies as black or biracial. For my brother Drake, I need you to clarify whether or not you are a black man. Some people are claiming my brother Drake, who I love. See that? When somebody always talking black talk, they dish you, but still talk about I love. Don't Stephen A. Don't, yeah. For those who watch sports, don't Stephen A. Smith talk just like that? My brother, I love him, but then bash the fuck out of him, right? I tell you, it's all the same talk, man. It's nigga talk. It's African-American nigga talk they learned in college. And you'll see every nigga that been a black college talk the same fucking way, all right? Because they was fucking programmed. I told you, there's no such thing as a black college. The black college was the school. The white man said, you niggas gonna go there. And we're gonna teach you niggas what we want to teach y'all. And y'all gonna run with that shit for the rest of y'all life. Martin Luther King, all right? Civil rights era. Now, the civil rights era is, you don't have no civil rights because you a savage. So, Brother Umar Johnson, you know why you're a savage? Because you still live under the law of the 13th Amendment. And if anybody's talking blackness, if they're not addressing the 13th Amendment, they could take that blackness and shove it up their ass. Because on paper, the 13th Amendment says black people are fucking property and dummies. All right? Period. And the only thing you should be protesting is the 13th Amendment. But you want to protest George Floyd and talk about Drake. So I'm going to keep showing you fools why the joke on you and these niggas are puppets. You know why? Because he's talking stupidity. That Brother Umar, for one, Drake is a rapper. What the fuck you got to do with it? Then again, Brother Umar, you are a black man, right? You claim to be Frederick Douglass' family. You also claim about a school that you rob black people for. So you talk that black stuff, but you took a lot of money from black people. But what did you do with the money? Dr. Umar continued. Maybe we can have a sit down when I come to Toronto. Drake, please, if you're listening, if that boy come to Toronto, please do this boy worse than Rick Ross. Please put some money on his head. Please get this man embarrassed if he comes to Canada. Please. You see this man clout chasing? A so-called black power revolutionary, a black conscious man, is riding the wave of a Canadian rapper, allegedly. talking about blackness, using Drake for clout at the same time to try to go viral when this nigga's not even black neither. Hold up, man. Anyway, I'm getting into all that. Umar Johnson continued, maybe we can have a sit down. And maybe you should have a sit down, and maybe Drake should bring a couple goons with him strapped. Anyway, look, October 5th and 6th. See that? He's trying to make money, y'all. I come to Toronto on October 5th and 6th, but I need you to clarify that for me, brother. Brother Drake, I need you to clarify, are you black first, a black man, or do you identify as a mixed race? Umar Johnson, I'm going to tell you straight up, if you going to Canada in October 5th, you might as well cancel that shit. You talking greasy, and I promise you, you need to cancel that because you're not going to have the security like Rick Ross. You're just not. So anyway, we're going to get into it. What's up, LJ? No, I'm not playing today. I'm just waking up, heating up, putting a lot of shit together. Let's go, man. I'm going in today. Watch this. We got to look at what Umar is saying first, all right? He is stuck on taking the blackness away from Drake. Drake is mixed, all right? But what some people don't understand, man, all right, American history, man, Canada. So a lot of you prickheads don't understand. You had natives of this land. Whatever you want to tribe, you want to call them, they always mix the name up. I'm just going to say fucking black Indians, all right? Black Indians, copper color Indians, whatever color you want to say, anything opposite of white, something like that. But if you know the history of America, Canada is all mixed races. What I mean by that, nobody in Canada is really all the way white. Because if you know the history of the French came and married into the natives that was in that land a long time ago. So America is a bunch of races mixed on top of a lot of races and on top of a lot of races. See, you got to know features too. A lot of y'all look at skin color. When you look at Drake mom's lips, I ain't got to say nothing. But anyway, boom. He is the seed of his father. We'll take his mother out. Let's say she is white. He is the seed of his father. Now, according to law, I thought they had something like a one-drop rule. What does the one-drop rule say? Then again, I know they say in Jewish faith, you are what your mother is, but I know in reality, you are what your father is. You come out your father's nuts. I also know something. His dad is super, super, super black from Memphis. I also know something else, Brother Umar. Drake could go to Memphis, but you can't. Because you really, after you said this, you really can't go to Memphis. Drake can. But the point is this. Drake blackness is from his dad. I ain't got to put his mother in it. The fact that that's his father, you can't take away his blackness. Then you have to understand that, brother, niggas like Umar Johnson is not going to break down the whole science of dominant and recessive. All right? His pops is the dominant seed. Therefore, he has the dominant gene. His father's black, therefore Drake is black. And that applies to the one-drop rule. If you want to take it there. You want to be petty. Get it? So I'm showing y'all Umar Johnson is playing a game. All right? But it's okay. Umar Johnson needs the money. So he hopping on the bandwagon. See, this whole thing against Drake, even with Kendrick Lamar came with the black perspective. But what people don't understand, remember we was talking about that movie yesterday? It is also a narrative being pushed in America that black people are racist now. And they the number one racist. And they always race baiting and starting shit. We spoke about the movie yesterday with Eddie Murphy. This applies to the same shit. The character Eddie Murphy played in the movie, that's Umar Johnson. All right, the black man that is always talking about race is also soon going to be labeled as a fucking terrorist. I'm going to show y'all something in a minute. All right. Anyway, as Drake has a white mother and a black father, Dr. Umar Johnson wants to know whether Drizzy identifies as black or biracial. Umar Johnson, what does it matter to you? That's all I want to know. What the fuck does it matter to you? You'll clearly see right there, Drake has a tan. All right. Yes, he's mixed, but I'll tell you this: I want to bet every dollar I got. I bet you his mother mixed with something. I bet you. I bet you. See, a lot of y'all are stupid. Then we break down about Creoles. What's the deal with Creole? Don't Creoles look white? Did you know that Creoles ain't even really a real race? Creoles is black and white. Creole can go white or they can go black. Do you know a lot of Creoles in Canada? A lot of you idiots don't know that. It's so many parts of America that's family and related, but y'all don't know that because you don't know your fucking history. You just know black history, which is really nigga history. And I'm gonna say it again. When we talk about Africa, let's go back to this black Indian thing and black African thing. This is not to disrespect nobody, man. This is for a higher learning, man. If we always agree on dumb stuff, we never gonna get nowhere. So I don't want nobody to agree with me. You just ask yourself these questions, all right? Throughout history, I was talking about this last night. Let's talk about Africa, y'all. When you study history, anybody that know history, ancient wars, we know there's many wars that have been fought on this planet that's been documented. Now I'm going to say this. When Africa was in its prime power, that's ancient Kush, Nubia, things of that nature. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's when Africa was fed. That's when Africa was in power. But when we get into the 1300s, 1400s, 1500s, 1600s, 1700s, 1800s, Africans been punks, all right? Europe has been pillaging Africa since the 1300s. They all took turns pillaging the land. The Portuguese pillaged West Africa. Then Spain pillaged West Africa. Then the French pillaged West Africa. Then fucking the British pillaged West Africa. And when you study the fucking history, you will never see no fucking bang out wars on West Africa because they were fucking punks. It's simple. That's Black Africa, West Africa. But you'll see they wasn't fucking with what the northern parts or the western parts. They kept fucking with the west in the bottom because they know those were the punks. Get it? But you heard about the Zulus in the south. You heard about that war. They was warriors. All right. But West Africa, they were punks. I just broke down to y'all decades of them getting pillaged. Meanwhile, I'm gonna reverse it on you. Just for my smart people. Now, boom. When you go into history and all the ancient wars, how many Africans, look, y'all, how many ancient wars were fought by Africans? And I'm going somewhere with it. I swear, y'all, when I speak this stuff, I'm not trying to disrespect nobody African. But they've been running with lies, and the lies involving shitting on the real black people. Something like that. But anyway, look. I just broke down to y'all the Portuguese. All of those different European nations. They came after each other and pillaged and that's why when you look at Africa to this day, anybody that's smart, you know them same countries I named still run Africa to this day. Still run Africa to this day. Plus, the kings of Africa were already in bed with the Europeans as well. So even the kings of Africa sold their own people out. This is all historical facts. The whole slave situation. But we're going to leave that alone. We're going to get into blackness. Now I'm going to prove my point. Black Africans, Black Indians. Now I just told y'all, when the European took turns screwing Africa, the land, for all its resources and the people, next thing you know, they try to come to a place called where? America. But we heard the stories, they're all documented on how when they came to America, somehow they had to fight all these people that was not trying to bow down. And they was fighting from South America. No, they was fighting from the West Indies all the way up into Canada. And they said the people in America, they was dark skinned and they were copper colored and they was kicking their ass. That's why the Spanish came and they got fucked up. And then, first of all, the Portuguese came first. Then the Spanish came. Then the French came. Then what? Britain came. My point is, every time they fucking ass came, they had to fight wars. They had to fight warriors. That's why I told y'all, some people got warrior in their blood and some people got slavery in their blood. See, UMAR Johnson is from a descendant of the slaves. That's cool. I'm going to prove it. Anybody that think like brother UMAR Johnson, you're a descendant of a slave. All right? And it's okay. So take your ass back to Africa because this is the point. All of West Africa was pillaged. The white man did not just take them. He raped all of them men. All those men got raped throughout the generations. That's how they became broken. All right. When they came to America, when you study your history, how many tribes was it in America? How many tribes was it in America from, I'm just going to say North America, from east to west? Do we not know about all the nations? Did all of these people that came to America, the Dutch, we know how many hold up, y'all. Do you know how many Indian wars it was in America? Do you know how many wars it was here? Do you know how many times they got fucking slaughtered and had to go back home and come back? The reason why they had to get the Buffalo Soldiers, the reason why they had to start bringing Africans over here, because they needed Africans to help them kill the last of the natives. The Africans were the Europeans' army when they came here. It wasn't just for slavery. They came for slavery and they came for warfare, because they used the Africans to take out the rest of the natives that were what? Beyond Mississippi River and all of that. When they started the so-called clean up the West with all that wild, wild West shit, no, they was out there killing with Africans. Remember? Then they started enrolling Africans in the military? Yes, they did. But the point is this. I'm a clear as day, y'all. You got black Africans, you have black Indians. The black Africans, or the descendants of them, they slaves. That's why I told y'all, some people was on plantations, some people was on reservations. So I'm proving a point. When the European came here, they had to fucking fight. Nations had to fight because they were getting fucking slaughtered. Check the Seminole Wars of Florida. 3 different wars. All right. New York with the Mohawks, many different wars. The people from this land were banging hard, packing their ass up, sitting back home, killing their ass. But you don't know American history. You just know African history. You just know black history, right? So boom, we're gonna get into that. So I had to go somewhere with it, y'all. The point is, no disrespect, y'all, but this is proof. Western Africa was never built like that. They got their ass whipped for years. Submissive slaves. When they came to this country, the people here was not trying to hear that slave shit, period. And they know that to this day. And the people that were already here, the bloodlines are still running around the country. You know what I'm saying? But the point is this. Now we're going to look at this black and white shit with UMAR. Because he want to use a race game. He wants to know if Drake is black or white, or how does he identify? Now let's ask the question. What does it matter to you, nigga? You a black conscious leader, right? Why the fuck is you worried about a rapper that really was an actor doing TV shows? And his father's black, nigga. But the point is this. You a black nigga too. Now look, let's check it out. That's why I was telling y'all. This is what I kept telling y'all. Black is an act. All you got to do is grow your hair out nappy. All you got to do is quote the same shit. Ain't nobody gonna be blacker than me, motherfucker. I'll pull out some chitlin, collard greens, some bullshit, and be a real nigga. You feel me? But do that make me black? No. But then again, you could be black because you could be the black African descendant of a slave. And you know they fed those slaves soul food. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Anyway, Dr. Umar Johnson continued. Maybe we can have a sit down. At this point, he's clout chasing. He already know he has a show or a walkthrough, whatever the fuck he do, because he think he a rapper. He do the same shit rappers do. And y'all was following these conscious clowns when they were nothing but fake-ass rappers. Anyway, look. He already has a tour set. He's already going to be in Toronto. So you'll clearly see he's gaslighting the situation to get traction for him coming to Toronto using Drake's name for clout. It's simple and plain. I broke it down. You're always going to see them pinging each other. Umar Johnson, he'll go to Joe Budden. Then he'll go to Charlemagne. These are the same people playing the black game. They're the same people, and they alley-oop each other, y'all. This is what I'm going to show y'all. Let's go. I'm going somewhere with it, man. What's up, Queen of Detroit? I see you and all y'all up in. Plus, man, that's why I say you got to check your American history, man. All the black Indians, man, were strong in Michigan. You see what I'm saying? New York. Yeah, I broke it down. Toronto. Stupid. The European came in and put fake ass lines, asshole. Did you know you can walk from New York to Canada? You walk right there. It's fucking right there, asshole. It's right there, dummy. I'm tired of you ignorant fools. You go to Niagara Falls, walk your ass up right there in Canada. Did you know there used to be a walkway? Did you know all those same tribes used to fuck with each other? You go to New York, they walk over to Canada, motherfuckers walk right over to Michigan. The whole shit was connected, dummy. But y'all don't know that. I'm talking to the dumb fools that be talking that African diaspora stuff. I'm just showing y'all the truth, man. But my point is this. It's okay if you identify as African-American. Just understand everybody's not African-American. And everybody's not buying it. That's my point. That's my whole point, y'all. It's not disrespect. But I got to disrespect people like him because they keep that slave program going. Even though, I'm going to say it again, a lot of y'all, many people in this world has been told they had Indian in their family. And not only that, some of y'all have seen the pictures of the people in your family, and you saw it here. You saw it with your own eyes. You know what I'm talking about. A lot of y'all know this. So anyway, let's go. Because Umar want to gaslight shit, right? But this thing about America, all races are mixed. But anyway, let's go. I'm not done with him. He wants to take away this man blackness so bad, right? It's okay. But he came out his daddy nuts. All right, so it's nothing you gonna do from that. And his daddy from Memphis, and Drake was made up of barbecue and collard greens, man. So you know you could do about that, bro. So at the end of the day, now we're gonna get into the real shit. So now y'all know I just trashed UMAR Monday when I was talking about what big YouTubers. Where are they now? It is mighty funny. UMAR Johnson pops out and runs his fucking mouth. So now I get to put UMAR Johnson in the dirt for real. Because now I'm gonna show y'all a hypocrite, a modern day black hypocrite that's talking that black nigga shit. But meanwhile, when he see white people, this is how he act. All right. So, brother Umar, I'm gonna say it again. You act like this never happened. Now, were we supposed to question your blackness for this? Did you think you was in a white mall and maybe somebody white didn't know who the fuck you was? Because Umar Johnson, not only did you get caught talking to a white woman, you were talking to a basic looking white woman. And you were very happy and proud. So Umar Johnson, when are you going to stop trying to scam black people? Even Skip Bayless, they're not going for your shit. Umar, when are you going to stop trying to finesse black people? I don't promote violence, but I'll tell y'all the truth. If I ever see Umar Johnson, I'll be highly tempted to smack his kufi off his head. Because this man sits in his, wherever the fuck he at. He always in hotels and shit. All he does is plot and scheme on ways to finesse black people, get their money, and gaslight them. And try to make himself look like he's a smart black revolutionary. He sold black women a dream. He preyed on black women. He used black boys as his gimmick. He used, what up, D. Mally? He used the system, the school system, and was talking about how black kids were so brainwashed and they were, put on Ritalin. He just pandered to the black woman. He got them in, he did it, y'all. I can't get over it because I'm like, yo, he did what he set out to do. I told you on the other episode, this motherfucker started in a fucking bookstore in Philly sweating. He was a greasy, fake Muslim, probably was eating pork. He was sweating in a little bookstore with like 17 people listening to him. Umar Johnson was struggling. He was trying. And it was a man by the name of Sinetta that made him a star. But you're going to see something. When Umar Johnson, matter of fact, you see they all do the same thing. When they start getting the clout, they don't want to be conscious no more, and they start being celebrities. So Umar Johnson started running scams. But we're going to get into that. Now I'm going to get into some real talk. All right, now this is what I'm going to say. Now this is for anybody that like to talk black talk, meaning you militant, that's okay. You for your people, that's okay. You got pride, that's you want, that's cool. But in 2024, see, I'm not going to play with y'all no more. See, I'm going to put y'all on spotlight, see. Anybody talking that black talk and you feel a certain way about white people, like they racist and you feel a certain way, well, in 2024, now you got to be ready to do something. What I mean by that is a lot of y'all still just talking. And I'm going to prove a point, see. A lot of black people or so-called African Americans, they're going to talk a lot, but they don't really want no smoke. You know why? First of all, they're not even war ready. Second of all, they don't even know what they're fighting for. Because I broke down the other day. Anybody know the real history of the Deep South? If you know the real history of the Deep Confederates, they was never fond of Africans coming here off that ship. And I'm not just talking about white people. Even the natives of this land back at that time, back in the day, knew what it meant when they was bringing the Africans off that ship. That's another thing y'all forget. It's another thing y'all forget. See, we think in modern time, but we think stupid. Back in the 1800s, whatever, 1600s, when slavery first started, don't you think the natives were smart enough to know back then the white man, he bringing Africans to kill us? You don't think they knew that? Anyway, I'm going somewhere with it. My point is, see, African Americans going to talk that black talk, but when it comes time to stand up, they don't want to do that. And let me prove something to you. See, Umar Johnson going to talk, right? But behind your back, he going to get caught talking to white women. And when he see the real white people, he going to fucking get in place. You know why? Because he not built like that. Now, I'm going to show you real white people. See, I'm not even saying they racist. These are real white people. You know who they are? Militia. And this is what I'm going to tell y'all too. I'm going to tell a lot of you fools this, that talk a lot. See, about this country, it's already set up a certain way. You can talk all you want out your mouth, but as soon as you think you want to do something, guess who's going to roll out first? The militia. If you know anything about American history, how did they conquer America? What was part of the main factor when they overthrew the British? See, what you think is racist, Some of them are racist. Then again, I'll tell the truth. The racist motherfuckers join the militias. They love that shit. Why? They get to kill for their country. So my point is this. I'm going somewhere with it, y'all. See, a lot of black people gonna talk that black talk, but when it come time, they're not ready for war. That's my whole point. See, at this point in 2024, don't keep talking about white people if you're not ready for that smoke. See, you want to pick on Drake about his race. But at the same time, when it comes to stand up for your people, UMAR, you ain't going to do that. And if it was a so-called race war, you ain't going to do shit. Mind you, anybody talking that anti-American black talk, you're going to be labeled as a terrorist anyway. And that's also part of what UMAR Johnson and them are pushing. All right? So I'm going to show y'all something. A lot of black people talk, but they're not ready. Black people been talking for a long time, but they're not ready. My point is, all that physical talk, throw that shit out the fucking window. Because every war that had to be fought on this soil has already been fought. You're dealing with a mix of a lot of people in this country. You're dealing with a conquered people, and then you're dealing with people that was brought over here. You're dealing with a conquered people, and then you're dealing with a people that was fucking broken, raped, pillaged, and put on a plantation. There's many different people here. But the key is, when people talk their race talk, if they ain't ready for that smoke that come with it, they need to shut up. And that's UMAR Johnson. Because guess what? Some of the real racists, they in these militias. And if anything was to pop out in this country, the militias are the ones on the front line. Like when I showed y'all with Hurricane Katrina and all these catastrophic events, why you think they always had them pull up? What I'm making the point is this, y'all. African Americans are going to soon be labeled as terrorists. You know why? Because they're always starting shit. They're always doing some shit in this country to fucking go against the grain. You want to know what's happening? The same exact thing the white man used to do, the Klan, that same program has been taught to black people. Now, black people, you the racists. Let me rewind it for you to show you how simple it is. All right. All right, boom. UMAR Johnson is questioning his blackness. Do white people question white people's whiteness? Do white people do that to their own? I'm gonna question how white you are. Do you ever see white people ever want to question how white Kim Kardashian is and the Kardashians, even though they keep having kids by these black people? Have you ever seen white people put them on the stand? I'm just gonna show y'all something. I'm not finished yet. I'm trying to go at a certain pace so I won't forget now. I ain't even started yet. I'm going somewhere with it. He wants to take away Drake's blackness. All right, cool. But what makes you more blacker, UMAR? UMAR, do you have the balls to tell these men to their face that you are a proud black African American? I bet you they tell your ass, take your ass back to Africa. But if I tell them that I'm a native of this land, I'm not going there anyway. Check it out. Dr. Umar says he is posing the question because some people in the industry believe only claims his blackness when it benefits. Let's rewind it, man, because this is a typo. What's going on right here is it is being said that Drake only claims his blackness when it's convenient. For one, Drake was raised in Canada. Canada is a place of many mixed races, so-called allegedly. In modern time, the French came to Canada first. They came to Canada first. They planted their seed, and then they caught access to these rivers. Then they went down to Louisiana and all that shit. Before the French did what they did in Louisiana, they did it in Canada first. That's why I'm trying to tell y'all the true history is the Creole race was started in France first. Not France, in Canada. All right? Canada. Canada is the home of mixed races, period. So even when you see white people in Canada, they ain't all whites. Why you also think during the Vietnam War, remember back in the day, a lot of black people ran to Canada because Canada was considered free. But that went over a lot of y'all head. Y'all didn't get it. Get it? Canada was never racist like that because it was always mixed races. Anyway, a lot of white people you're looking at are not all white. A lot of black people you're looking at are not all black. A lot of black people you're looking at, some really are, mostly African. Point is, everybody black is not from this land. That's the key. But the original people of this land are melanated, Something like the way my hand looks. Something like that. See my hand on that picture? Something like that. Something like that. So let's go. All right? Because look, see, I can look these guys in the face and say, I'm a native of this land. I'm original American. What you gonna say? Anyway, you gonna say, oh, that guy knows something. Anyway, whatever. Moving right along, man. Umar Johnson. Umar Johnson told the world that he was the great grandson, some shit like that, of Frederick Douglass. Can that be proven, y'all? Is that a gimmick? Wasn't Frederick Douglass an ex-slave? So I told y'all, I got love for all my people, but some of y'all are from descendants of slaves. How do we know that? Y'all still have slave mentalities. And most of y'all still act according to the 13th Amendment. So anybody acting like 3/5 of a human being, you are a savage. And if you follow people like Umar Johnson, you a savage. And when you call yourself black, something like that, you like a savage. On paper. I'm not judging nobody. I'm telling you on paper. So anybody talking that black talk, if they ain't trying to bang on that 13th Amendment, they really not talking about nothing. Because like I said, in this country, a lot of things change, but people still under old slave laws. Did you know a lot of people are still under laws from the 1800s? So that's why I keep telling y'all, messing with the black talk. So-called black people are still under a law from the 1800s, which means nothing has changed. But I think the 13th Amendment law only applies to African Americans. That's what I think. Anyway, we're going somewhere with it. Because Brother Umar Johnson is going to always gaslight and talk that black talk. But what is he doing? Laying in the bed. And that's why I told you, never believe or listen to a black man that lays in the bed. All right? He's showing us that he's still asleep and he about to go back to sleep and he's trying to put you to sleep. See, when a real man tells the truth, he stands on his square. He stands on his 2 feet. That's why I keep telling these people, man. There's so many subliminal messages that people don't know. See that? People want to talk to you on couches, laying down in the fucking bed. But see, they can't talk to you on their 2 feet when they talking real talk. Only a man talking and speaking truth on his 2 feet is considered being true on his square. When he laying in the bed, don't take no man serious laying in no fucking bed telling you nothing. All right? Remember what I told y'all. That's my opinion. Now we shall break his punk ass down. Process almost complete. Dr. Umar School for Boys. Umar Johnson, for one, why is your school just for boys? Why did you just use boys for your campaign? What happened to the young black ladies, the black women? How could you be for black people, but you leave out the black girls? Why is everything a target for the boys? But I do know about the hustle. Once you say you for the boys, you automatically get the mamas. And Umar Johnson, you have been seen many a times trying to get you some ass. Many a times. You have recently been spotted with a thought named Sukiana, but I thought you was from the conscious community. So you mean to tell me, Umar Johnson, you are a smart goddamn doctor. You are a smart black man. But of all the black Nubian queens you could have picked, of all the black African queens you could have picked, you picked a thought named Sukiana that is known to be a thought, that is known to be a pass around, and you stand with her pridefully. So I'm going to say this again. Brother Umar Johnson, was you trying to troll black women by being with Sukiana? And was you trolling black women by doing this right here on the internet? Because I see you do everything opposite of what black people are actually about. I don't see you doing nothing really black, but acting an asshole and wearing a nappy head, nigga. Because in my opinion, nigga, this you right here. The same nigga. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all. CB4 was trolling black people back then. They was telling us back then that all that black talk is a bunch of mumbo jumbo. And they were showing you with CB4 that black people are hypocrites because this guy was a rapper, but he couldn't get his mind right. So he was talking that black shit when the rap shit ain't work. He started talking black talk. And they were telling you back then that black people are lost. They don't know who they are. And they're always going to talk black talk. That's what this whole shit was about. So when you see Umar Johnson, that is him right there in CB4. All right. And this movie is 30 years ago, y'all. When I was a fucking little boy. And it's still going on because it's a program, like I told you. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm bliggity black. And I'm black, y'all. But guess what? When these guys pull up, they don't want no smoke. They want to talk that black talk to you. The point is this. Remember back then remember he started out as a gangster rapper, but then he so-called got knowledge and he had that brother walking around with him that brainwashed his ass. He was walking around like a brainwashed nigga. That's what happened. But before that, remember, before CB4, he was working on a porno hotline. So they were just showing you the movie, black people all over the place, and they don't even know the fuck they are, man. That's always the joke. And this was when they were pushing the narrative. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all. But they were showing you it was a joke. Like UMAR Johnson. See that? And I'm black, y'all. And I'm going to tell you right now, UMAR Johnson, that shit look like a warehouse. That shit look like a brainwashing facility. And y'all see that picture looking grainy? That's on purpose. Because when you try to download a decent picture, all them shits are grainy. And when you click on the picture, it go to his whack-ass website. I got one more question, y'all, and I'm dead serious. Did this man ever, is the school officially open yet or not, y'all, on some real shit? Is it? Because what I seen is not, but I don't know. I don't know. All this man did was show black people a fucking building. He collected about $5 million before the shit even got painted. And shout out to the brother Lennox was on his ass. It was a lot of brothers on his ass from day one while he was robbing the black community. So I'm gonna ask y'all again, y'all. Please tell me, is this school open yet, y'all? For real. If this school is not open, this man should be brought up on charges. If this school is not open, I wish I could holler at these people myself and say, can y'all please get UMAR Johnson? Can y'all please get that man? Please get him. He's robbing Americans. All right? Because my point is this. See that? This is my point, y'all. Everybody wants to prey on the black community, man. And he's been doing it for a long time. Didn't I tell y'all on this channel, most of your life you've been getting finessed with fucking pictures and images. That's how they first brainwashed us in school, with those pictures of those slaves on that ship, with those pictures of black people getting hosed, with the same goddamn, y'all still didn't learn that they've been showing us the same civil rights era pictures for the past 50 years. They've been the same goddamn pictures. Y'all didn't notice that yet? This shit is a fucking program. Now I'm going to show you another fucking idiot. I'm going to destroy him. All right, now look. In his hand, he got some Zulu shit. He told us he down with Frederick Douglass. On his shirt, he's fucking Egypt. But FDMG, you know what that stands for? Frederick Douglass Money Gang, nigga. Frederick Douglass Money Gang, nigga. Because that's what he is, money gang. And when you come to black people, all you got to do is have a nice package deal, some good pictures, show them some shit, and sell them fucking dreams. And that's why Martin Luther King sold you the dream. It's just that Umar's continuing the dream. See, when you see Umar, this is the 2024 version of the dream. Because everybody on the planet know this. The African Americans, you can sell them dreams. Not the black Indians. The black African Americans, you can sell them dreams. And soon as you say that word Africa, got them. Soon as you show that red, black, and green, got them. So, if you know anything about this country, what? We got what? A lot of colors of flags, right? But you ain't never seen no red, black, and green for here. All right, so my point is this. I'm going to ask you again. UMAR Johnson always wants to promote going back to Africa. But why the fuck he didn't go back to Africa? My point is, I swear to God, y'all, if I was really pro-super African, I would have went over there and did what I had to do, establish some shit, and I'd be, you know, what's that shit called? Dual citizenship. So that's another thing I'm going to tell you. Any of these guys talking to African stuff, if they don't have dual citizenship, they're full of shit. Period. That's UMAR Johnson. You know why? You'll notice a pattern. I'm not trying to fuck nobody hustle up, but you're going to see a pattern. Everybody that talks that African-American stuff, they love to wear designer, which is European. They love to ride around in nice European cars. And somehow they like to still talk black talk. Because black talk equal me going to the fucking bank. Black talk equal me going in your fucking pockets and balling out. But all I got to do is dress it up real nice. So that's why I told you on my channel, I piss people off on purpose. You know why? Y'all supposed to know the game. Anytime somebody coming to you trying to make shit all perfect and sweet, you're supposed to already know there might be some game being ran on you. I don't run game on my people. That's why I keep it raw. I don't give a fuck if you get offended. I don't care how you feel. But one thing you ain't going to say, but that dude for no fame, man, he's a liar. He's fugazi. He's a thief. You're not going to get to say that. I told y'all, I'm the type of person, y'all. I'm the type of probably walk in a bank before I rob my own people like they do. I can't do stuff like that. Why? I know it's already hard for people to come up. When y'all wanted to keep talking about race, I kept showing y'all it's a reason why black people can't get nowhere. It's because of people like him. They have people in place. I already broke down how the Klan, the real Klan, pays people like him to lead you astray so you never make it where you got to go. That's why every time you become prosperous in your community, they always send these fools. Remember, y'all, let's rewind. Before this last wave of the internet, they sent a whole lot of fake black power people out to rob us. Young Pharaoh, Brother Polite, and UMAR. But I'm going to show y'all something what they had in common. If you look at Brother Polite, he was on a financial mission. With what? The so-called houses flipping, something like that. But Young Pharaoh, he came with a money hustle. What was it, y'all? Some type of school or some shit, the website, the teaching, right? Some shit like that. The point is, you're going to see when they came on the internet the last time, these black power people, they were coming for black people's money, man. They were coming to slave black people. You know why? I know this for a fact because a lot of so-called black people in this country started becoming prosperous. We saw, for those who do not know, because they don't want to tell you the truth, I know this for a fact. I said it before, and a lot of y'all going to feel me on this. In the Trump era, we seen the most black businesses flourishing. We seen some of the most small businesses flourishing. And I'm not going to say it was because of Trump, but I'm just going to say, if you pay attention, you will see about 2015, 2016, I saw a lot of black people with establishments. And I don't care if you want to say from shops, clothing stores. I also know a lot of black people that was in the real estate. I know for a fact a lot of black people were starting their own nursing company. I know this for a fact. They peeped that black people had a lot of money laying around and was getting smart with investments. That's why I also told y'all they sent financial predators to rob black people, because in this country, if all y'all put y'all resources together, that's the real threat. Why? Common sense. Well, they came in and conquered the people of this land, and they took an oath that the people they took the land from will never get that shit back. So anytime you act like y'all want to pull a resource together to buy this land back or think you're going to do something, they're going to let you know. We're going to sabotage that. That's not going to happen. So you're going to see, y'all, the past 4 years, it's like they sent financial predators to rob the prosperous black people. Brother Polite, he robbed black people and got away with it. DJ Envy robbed black people, got away with it. Umar Johnson robbed black people, got away with it. Also committing federal crimes of scamming, robbing people. Now, how can you scam people and get away with it? How can you rob him? Because that's their job. Well, guess what? Some people work for the powers that be. Their job might be to set you up with 5 kilos of cocaine. Some of them work for them. Their whole thing is just to break up your organization. Then they also send people at the community to rob you financially so that the black community will always be crippled. That's how it worked. Now, I was trying to say the story. I meant to talk about it, but I didn't hear nobody talking about it. Did y'all hear that story of a young woman, 21 years old, opened up her own shop in Oakland and got gunned down at her own meet and greet? This shit just happened this week. Nobody's talking about it. Y'all know on this channel when I be saying certain shit is a crime. Remember I said that? So I need somebody to really break this shit down. How did a black woman in Oakland open up her own store and get killed at her own meet and greet in broad daylight, and the killer got away? And let's break it down, y'all. And we know right now in that same area, it's a migrant crisis and a homeless crisis. But I don't even know how she got it. But all I know is a black woman bought a shop and got killed at her own meet and greet. And in the post, she said she was only doing it for an hour. But the killer got away. So I don't get it, y'all. So the point is, you see the pattern? Seem to me like anytime you start trying to do too much in a certain direction, bingo. Get it? Nipsey Hussle. He tried to buy his neighborhood. What happened to Nipsey? Young Dolph, Memphis. Even though to this day, we know it's covered up pyramids in Memphis. You get it? But somehow, anyway, long story short, Dolph was heard of buying a lot of property in Memphis. He goes to patronize a black business in Memphis. Somehow he gets smoked at a black business in Memphis. But before we heard about Dolph and those properties, get it? Maybe Dolph will still be alive if he ain't buy that property. Young Thug. As soon as we hear about Young Thug buy that land, where he at, y'all? You know why? They never want buying land to be a fad. They never want buying property to be a fad. Opening up businesses, that's one fad they don't want us to do. And I said this question before, y'all. How come all the ignorant shit we do never become a fad? Why that shit don't never play out? Why certain dumb shit never play out? Meaning, why can't us opening up businesses be the new fad? Fuck that, I'm about to start. Yo, my business better than your shit. Fuck that. Your business trash, man. My merch better. Get it? Why we can't have merchandise beef? Fuck it. Nah, man. Now let's go into some shit. What is the full definition of black? Relating or belonging to any of the various human populations characterized by dark skin pigmentation. That's common sense in your face, y'all. Belonging to any of the various human population characterized by dark skin pigmentation, specifically the dark skinned peoples of Africa, Oceania, Australia, relating to or noting the descendants of these populations. Hold up. Without regard for the lightness or darkness of skin tone. Without regard for the lightness or darkness of skin tone. Are y'all getting it? Confusing, right? Now look, blackness, black people. See why that blackness will make everybody confused? It's the word blackness that make us all separated, y'all. Look right here. Populations characterized by dark skin pigmentation. You see my hand? It don't look dark. It is not black. Look at yourself. Look at your face. Is it black? Okay. But then again, he also told us something else. What? Right here at the bottom. Relating to or noting the descendants of these populations without regard for the lightness or darkness of skin tone. Boom. The key is, are you from these descendants? Well, it shall be only your pigmentation, also in your characteristics. But I'm going to show you something else. Let's take a scroll down. Boom. Now, if you look like them and you have any resemblance to them, these are your family members. But if you can look at them and you don't see yourself in them, then 9 times out of 10, that's not your family. See, I said it the other day. You can put a lot of people in one room. I can look at people and know what I'm looking at because I know who I am. When you don't know who you are, you think everybody is you. And that's also another joke. See that? Everybody that know who they are, they know who their peoples are when they're looking at them. Let me give you a dumbass example. Well, I'm from New York. I could tell anybody from New York. And guess what? They don't got to say shit. I know my people from New York by how they walk. I know from a lot of their mannerisms. A lot of shit I know. I don't need nobody to tell me they're from New York. You know, I don't got to see you with that New York hat on. If you're from New York, I will know. See how simple that is? It's the same thing with my people all over the map. If you're my people, I already know. I can look at you and tell. I don't care what your complexion is. Simple. Why? Because they also told us nothing is based on complexion. Why? It is many different complexions. Also telling you that some people are black, even though they do have lightness. See that? They're showing you. That's what we call what? Light-skinned people. Another thing about America, it has been many race mixing. The biggest lie in America is that light-skinned people come from all of the black slaves raped. That's another lie. Why? I just told you, when the European came, they was having sex with the natives that was here. When the Europeans came, they married into these races. If you don't believe me, jackass, you have to check the story of Pocahontas. The story of Pocahontas told you to your face how Europeans came in. They came in and married into the people of this land. That's why when you hear this beef about some of the original Americans, little did some of y'all know, this one gonna fuck y'all head up. Some of the original Americans are also part of that bloodline of Pocahontas and others. When the French came here and laid their seed in the natives, that created bloodlines. Some of these white people come from those bloodlines. These are facts. if you know your history about Pocahontas and the British, white people of so-called white people of Virginia, they know their history. Some of them know they are the exact descendants of Pocahontas, because you have to know the story of Pocahontas. When the British came, they married in. The chief married in. There was not no raping or pillaging, asshole. They did marriages. And then they took Pocahontas back to Europe because they were a fucking family. But guess what? It was an offspring breed of a race that was born from Pocahontas. Pocahontas nation and the British nation created some of the first so-called white people. These are the same white people that have white American pride, because some of them know they actually have Indian blood. Did you know that? The white man came, or I say the European came. He put his seed in the native. The natives he wanted that were fair of his favor, he got them pregnant. The ones he was not fond of, he made them breed with black African slaves and created a new race. I'm not going to keep going there, because everything I'm saying, y'all, it's my opinion. But all you got to do, if you really want to know, the shit is all on the fucking internet. It's public information. So I ain't making up shit. And I'm not pushing no agenda. I'm just telling you updated knowledge. When you listen to people like him, you are so far behind in time, y'all. That's why I told y'all here, we about high-tech knowledge. And that's why every now and then, I might pop out as Martin Luther King. You feel me? And I might do a little trolling, because I'm going to show you. Even Martin Luther King has upgraded. He has gold teeth. You still in the past. See that? You still in the past. Anyway. Shout out to Martin Luther the King. Because the modern day Martin Luther the King now is brother UMAR. All right? And even Skip Bayless know he full of shit. You're not black. Even Skip Bayless told us he was raised by a black woman, man. You feel me? Skip Bayless had a black mammy. Skip Bayless, he bring Lil Wayne on the show. He gave a lot of black people jobs. So I'm going to say Skip Bayless more black than you, Umar. It's a fact. It would be no Shannon Sharp at that level or Stephen A. Smith if it was not for this man. So I can say so-called Skip Bayless made black people rich. Umar, you robbed black people. See that? I respect white people that straight up. I respect a white man to my face if he told me straight up and down, I don't like black people. I'm going to say, you know what I'm going to say? I don't like you. So I'm saying that's it. That shit don't make none of me. Know why? Because you ain't talking to me anyway. Straight up. So anyway, look. Dr. Umar says he is posing the question because some people in the industry believe that Drake only claims his blackness when it benefits him. Yeah, I think that's the truth. Have you ever seen Drake on some all-white type of stuff? And the point is, who is Umar Johnson to judge Drake, and who is him to put him on the stand? If anybody could do it, maybe Farrakhan can, nigga, you can't. All right? And why are y'all so infatuated with this man? Is it because you know Drake can have sex with any woman he wants? Umar, is it because you know that Drake can stick his penis in any black woman he wants? Is that why y'all hate Drake? I don't know. But I know one thing. I know you like to stick your penis, Umar. Did you get up with that woman that night, brother? And I'm black, y'all. See that? Umar. Let's go. Frederick Douglass money gang, nigga. Robbing black people. The Honorable Marcus Garvey. Using Marcus Garvey for clout. You use Frederick Douglass for clout. You got on a fucking Babylon shirt or Heru. You's a fucking clown fool. And look like you got a Zulu emblem with devil horns. And you're big enough Zulu Nation, and Zulu Nation take ass. All right? You're part of the program, nigga. You're down with Bambaataa and the rest of them. You niggas are the same, Umar. You're no different from Africa Bambaataa. You're part of the coalition. You're just an extended branch of the same tree. You won't fool me. And I pray that one day all people like you burn in hell. All right? Because you ruined black people. All of y'all. And you got nothing to give black people right now. That shit like a facility. That shit like a brainwashing facility. That shit like a fucking warehouse. All right? That ain't no fucking school. That ain't no school, y'all. I don't give a fuck what he say. I know about facilities, laboratories. I know about brainwashed experiment situations. That's what that look like to me. They ain't no fucking school. All right? Anything with no fucking windows, that shit ain't normal. And you know how you trick black people? Show them a basketball court. If my kids come to school to get knowledge, fuck that court. No. It's called playing on the minds of black people. I promise y'all. If you ever see me trying to get rich, don't hate on me, y'all. If you ever see me say, fuck it, I'm pulling the black card and I'm trying to get rich, please don't hate. Please don't hate, because I got to get rich too. Y'all got everybody else rich. So if I use the black card and I say next year I'm African-American, please let me be. All right, for real, because I'm tired of y'all shit. Let me get my money. All right, because at the end of the day, I saw this shit yesterday, and I'm going to be real, this shit was fucking hilarious. When I seen fucking Hulk Hogan campaigning for Trump, that shit was hilarious. You know why? Because it all relates. I said Hulk Hogan was the first one to trick me when I thought wrestling was real. But Hulk Hogan came out for Trump. The shit was hilarious. But it was some shit I saw last night. Only thing I'm gonna say what I saw last night. The main thing I saw what we was talking about, y'all. The number one thing what Hulk Hogan was saying. If you're tired of the crime in this country, Donald J. Trump is gonna fix it. If you're tired of the gas prices and the food, Donald J. Trump is gonna fix it. If you're tired about the migrant crisis in America, Donald Trump is gonna fix it. And I told y'all the migrants and the criminals were going to be part of the campaign and they're going to be labeled terrorists. And America is now rallying behind to get motherfuckers about the way. Guess who America going to be campaigning against? The illegal migrants and the criminals. I already told you that. It was announced last night. It was a rally for that last night. And that's what the fuck I saw. And it was said. And I would just sit back like, whoa. So I'm going to tell y'all again. Anybody indulging in illegal activity, they just blew the horn last night. So I'm telling y'all what's going down, man. All right. The narrative is if you tired of this crime, if you tired of this country being fucked up, they were saying it outright, man. People fuck the country up. So this whole rally is about fixing the country. Something like that. That's the program, y'all. The point is that's the agenda. They pushing fix the country. So that means anybody they feel like fucking the country up, bingo. But Hulk Hogan, I said, this shit is hilarious. Y'all. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was hilarious. That shit was hilarious. And Trump was there. And Trump was just shaking his head. I'm like, yo, these dudes is crazy. You know why didn't I say it, y'all? Didn't I say this is gonna be the biggest show you ever seen? Didn't I say it? But I didn't know it was gonna be Hulk Hogan there. I didn't know that shit. That shit was hilarious, y'all. But let's go. Is it true, y'all? Moneybag Joe got C-19, man? He got C-19? COVID hit Joe Biden, calls defense secretary a black man as he struggles to remember his name. This all happened in the same week. Who did he call a black man, y'all? Please. Who is the defense secretary? Who the defense secretary is, y'all? Please. I need to know. Because I don't be happy. I can't Google why I be, you know what I'm saying? Who is the defense secretary? This man addressed his defense secretary as black man. That black man over there, yeah, he gonna fight for the country. I don't know what he said, but you can't make this shit up, man. What up, Boulevard? Tell him, Boulevard, bye-bye, legals. I see you, bro. What up? Hold up, y'all. Real talk. Who was Joe Biden talking about? Is the defense secretary black? Come on, y'all, man. I know somebody in here smart, man. Well, Joe Biden called him a black man. Now, what am I showing y'all? I get to prove something else out of this. Can't you see how Joe Biden used that word black man is really like saying nigga or it's derogatory? See that? Bingo. Told you. That black man talk is a joke. See that? So look, if the black man really was a black man, how is it disrespectful? If you call him a black man, right? Unless the secret joke is black man is a derogatory term. Black. Just showing y'all, man. So that means right in our face. Well, hey, if Joe Biden forgot to say his name and called him black man, that means that was him calling that man out his name, which shows you that it's something bad with that word black that they put on us. Bingo. Anyway. What up, Salute? That's my brother, Boulevard. What up, bro? See, Boulevard be ready to knock migrants out. He know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? He not feeling it, them trying to take over the city, man. All right? Because they always pull these games to take away the natives of the land. All right? And our people got pushed out the land from the south. Now our people got pushed out for the north. Saying they did the same program they did to the south, they did it to the north. So by them doing this, any original New York owners, like I said before, our peoples that left the south to go up north to be prosperous, most of them accomplished their dreams and became homeowners. But then after crack, they ruined our neighborhoods. They ruined our families. This is part of the wave of the replacement of these nations and generations. That's why I told y'all before, my people's own property in New York, more than one borough. Now those homes are worth millions of dollars. And it's very, very sad. point is this. The same way they bringing them in, y'all, they been doing this. Hold up. Lloyd Austin, a black man. It was black, though. So my point is this. If Joe called them a black man, as you see, it's showing you he really disrespected them. That's what they're showing you right here. Hold up. Yeah, trying to say that basically Joe was out of his mind and called him a black man and was struggling because he called him a black man because he struggled to remember his name. But we also know Joe has said these comments more than once. He done said black song. He did sound like this before. Anyway, I'm just showing y'all. Just ask yourself a question. Well, if it's not wrong with saying black man, why are they using it to say like Joe's struggling or he did something disrespectful? Just ask yourself that question, man. Joe Biden set to withdraw from the race this weekend, but will not endorse Kamala. We got to talk about this too. This right here was kind of trippy to me. They saying Joe, supposed to step down this weekend, the 21st, but he is not endorsing Kamala Harris to come after him. To me, this stuff is getting weird. I don't even know what to say. But you should know one thing for a fact. If you think a so-called black woman is going to be president of this country, I'm about to say you might as well just go to the liquor store right now and just get you something to drink. Just take you some drinks if you believe that shit. On Thursday, July 18th, the journalist took to X, formerly known as Twitter, and stated he's heard Biden most likely plans to announce his withdrawal from nomination on Sunday. However, Biden allegedly will not resign the presidency and will not endorse Vice President Kamala Harris for the job. What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that, Blue Party? And I ain't trying to be political, man, because I don't care about none of this shit. To me, all this shit is comic book shit. All right, you want to know what the election is to me? Motherfucker, Superman versus Spider-Man. So I don't care about neither one of that shit. All I want to know is who's going to be in office and what I got to do. That's it. I don't care about none of that shit. For my people that's all wrapped up into that shit, what do y'all think about Joe Biden not endorsing Kamala? What do y'all think? Because a lot of y'all was going hard with that black stuff, and a lot of y'all voted for her just because she was black, even though she came back in y'all face and told you she was Indian. But you know how she finesse black people? She just bust a couple dance moves because everybody know. All you have to do with African Americans is talk about food and know how to dance. Sit, got them, and know your music. So anyway, you'll see Kamala Harris played the game. So let's get back to this idiot. Now let's go to this nigga. Because he put his mouth in politics, so we're going to talk about Plies. Another goofy. A goofy ass fool. A goofy, ignorant nigga from Florida. Even though he's from the same area as the Florida Seminoles, he's a brainwashed Negro. You know why? Also, he's a college kid. He also is a black college brainwashed black man that portrayed the role of a street gangster thug. Plies has a college degree. He's a smart man, all right? But he's not that smart because he cooked his brain being on the internet 10 years straight and didn't take a day off. He's an idiot, a fucking dummy. Know why? Because Plies always talks dumb shit. He wants to troll. So he took his time out to troll Trump, and that's okay. So I want y'all to remember this too. Also remember, if so-called Trump come in office, why don't you see a lot of people taking L's? I'll give you a reference. I broke it down on this channel before. For those who do not know, some of y'all forgot. Trump and Bill Cosby had straight up beef. Straight up beef. Bill Cosby was dissing Trump. Trump was throwing shots back. When it was time for Trump to come in office, somehow Bill Cosby ended up in fucking jail. That's all I'm going to say on that. So I'm going to tell y'all, a lot of people talking, running their mouth. You just watch how shit pan out for them. Because Plies put himself in election because he's with the people. All these people are with the same party. I don't care if you talk about UMAR, talk about him. Anybody pushing African-American, you already know that's what? Blue. So anybody African-American down with the party got to do their job. What is that? Antagonize. Antagonize. So you will see Plies. He's a coon. He likes to antagonize. Even though he wears lipstick and still point to his fucking gold teeth. Like gold teeth just came out. He's an ignorant nigga. But see, if he's African-American, I don't want shit to do with him. If he's a fucking African-American, I'm going to say, I hope somebody white smoke his ass. Know why? Because he's an ignorant nigga. Not because of Trump. It's just because he's an ignorant nigga anyway. He got nothing to do with Trump. But let's look at what he said. He was trolling Trump. Now look, Plies is supposed to be a man we listen to. What man uses his lips as an avatar? Are those lips for sucking penis, eating coochie, eating buns? What is it? Why do you have your lips? Why should black people, why should African Americans listen to a man with lips and lip gloss as his avatar? Even though we know you got ran out the game because you was a fake thug, to the point where Jamie Foxx had to expose you. You came to Cali and you were super shook and you ran in the bathroom because you thought the Cali gang was going to kill you. For those who don't know their history, for those who forgot, please check the interview with Jamie Foxx exposing Plies, and he will break down to you how Plies was scared to death and ran a whole ass around the bathroom and was talking proper English, and he didn't know that Plies had a very articulate vocabulary. And they was coming to get at Plies because he was talking that goon, killer, choppers, all that. And that's when LA was the real LA. So for those who don't know their history, hey guys, go research this video and have you some good laughs. When Jamie Foxx tell a story about how punk ass Plies ran. And after this happened to Plies, his career was over. Then he tried to come out again. Guess what happened? He was a victim of black on black crime. Why? Because this black brother right here, he looks like a real native of Florida. He looked like he from the ancestors of the Seminoles. He don't like that nigga Plies. Plies African American. So this man came on the stage, disrespected him, got in his fucking face, and then quickly, swiftly, lift Plies off his feet and dunked him on his fucking head because he's an idiot, right? That's what that man did to him. Yeah, that's my homeboy right there, Plies. He the one that did that to you because he ain't with your bullshit, nigga. So look, that was black on black crime, right? Or was it? Or is that one is a coon and one ain't? The coon was created by the white man, all right? White man called you raccoons and shit and porch monkeys. Said you sit on the porch all day and you sneak it like a damn raccoon. That's where they get that shit from. That's where that shit come from. You always sneaky like a damn raccoon. And your niggas always stealing some shit. That's why they call you coons, man. You always doing some slick shit stealing, UMAR. Fucking coon. All right, let's go. Shout out to the chat, man. I'm chilling. It's Friday, man. TGIF, man. Super ignorant. I'm going to tell y'all this, man. The jewels is underneath the ignorance, man. You got to go through the mud to get to the jewels, man. That's how it works, man. The gold and the diamond is at the bottom, man. Those who make it to the filth, man, they're going to get it. He can't stay awake. Now, I'm going back, y'all. This is Plies' whole shit. He was trolling Trump for falling asleep. Even though Trump is an old man, even though Trump just got shot in the ear, he tired. So niggas was taking mad long. He got sleepy and fell asleep, I think. But somebody said that was from Trump praying because they did start praying. They did do a big prayer. But anyway, no, Trump, I mean, hey, Plies, I think, confirmed, nah, man, he sleep. He can't stay awake at the RNC. He can't, he sleep, bitch. He still say that bitch shit. You know how they do down there, right? You know he always saying bitch, but he be saying bitch. I can't stand this ignorant ass. He's an ignorant. Yo, Plies set black people in Florida, you know, Tallahassee, he set y'all back like to the 70s, man. People to this day gonna look at Tallahassee like y'all ignorant as fuck because Plies is y'all fucking speaker. I'm telling y'all the truth, man. Even though he's very smart, y'all. So my whole point with Plies, all that ignorant talk you do is a front, man. Why? The more ignorant you talk to African Americans, the more they love you and the more you get paid. The more you act like an asshole, they love you. So if this channel, I was a super asshole, ignorant motherfucker, this shit would have been blew up. Get it? That's how it worked. So the point is this, Plies know that. How you think he stayed relevant with no rap songs? All he did was hit the live button every day and talk dumb shit. In the comments, some Trump fans responded by claiming the clip shows Trump closing his eyes during the prayer, but that is entirely a different moment. Either way, let's say Trump was falling asleep. Fuck it. Trump was falling asleep. He's an old ass man, bro. At the end of the day, he got to go state to state, do a whole lot of shit. They both old. But the key is Trump. The key is Plies. Whether Trump sleep or not, when niggas like you gonna speak about the 13th Amendment? When are you so-called conscious rappers and all you rich motherfuckers that's so smart? When you niggas gonna come together and have a petition set to get the 13th Amendment banned? Because I'm gonna say it again. Anybody talking black talk, anybody claiming to be an African American, if you're not trying to stand up for the 13th Amendment, you are now obsolete. Your service is no longer needed here because all you guys talking about you're black and African American, you guys are considered 3/5 of a human being. And you are the guys they say you can't see the truth or hear the truth. Then they say something you can't see the truth or speak the truth. You're just dumb because they say that's animal behavior. The animal does not have the power to what? Speak. The African American, the ex-slave that was breeded, they don't have the power to speak because they took their what? Their tongue. So out of your 5 senses, they took your tongue. What else they take? Your sight. They took your eyes and your fucking tongue. You hear a lot, but you don't see shit and you can't say shit. See that? Even the ones under oath. They took, see all the African Americans under oath? Guess what they did? They took your sight and they took your tongue. That's why you see shit, but you can't say nothing. You're still dumb, deaf, and blind, Prince Hall. That was part of the game. They tricked everybody. All right. They still made it with anybody under African American. You're 3/5 of a human being on paper. It ain't because I said it, it's because of the law said it. Don't get mad at me. Take that shit to DC. All right. So any nigga that's rich running their fucking mouth, I don't care about your organization. If you guys are not gonna stand up to get that 13th Amendment out the way, shut the fuck up, George Floyd. All right, because all you guys are gonna do is talk. What does your organization do? Well, you know, we help the community. We'll help the community by getting these laws put off their ass. All right. Get these laws changed. I bet you can't do that. So tell me this. You mean to tell me a lot of black people walk around with college degrees? They super smart and they rich. They live in gated communities with European cars, but these same black people did not protest yet about the 13th Amendment. So you mean to tell me we still walking around? I ain't gonna say we, but some people still walking around under laws from slavery from 1800 that Abraham Lincoln passed? Wow. 13th Amendment, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This is my opinion. According to law, I'm gonna tell y'all real shit. According to law, they don't have to go out their way for nobody claiming to be African American because you're 3/5 of a human being on paper. You know what that means? That means you're no different from a car. If I kick your car and I kick African American, it's the same fucking charge. Did you know that? I gotta understand law, man. So you know the law of this country don't know shit. But guess what? The so-called conscious people, I bet you they never teach you the law. But I say shout out to the Moors though, because they know this country ran on law. Did you know if I take your TV and slam that shit on the ground and break it, it's the same thing as if somebody smacked the shot a black person, you just fucking up property. Civil suit. Now you see why every black person got killed with a civil suit? The civil suit is the same as that thing as if I fucked up your house, your car, if I killed your horse. A lawsuit, civil suit. Why you think a lot of people that so-called kill black people, they didn't go to jail for life? Can't go to jail for life for killing property. But see, that's why I say in this world we in, I'm done with talking to people. I don't do this shit. I'm only here today to destroy UMAR Johnson and anybody that think like him or follow him. All right? I'm showing you it is my job to get rid of niggas like him. Why? Because I'm black, y'all, and I'm black. So I'm asking y'all today, are you a black African or are you a black Indian? Which one are you? We know UMAR Johnson is, and that's what I kept telling y'all about the hair. Most people that wear their hair like that, they from the black African tribe. Simple. I'm talking about the ones that go all out their way to make sure they got their bed in order and make sure they got their nappy hair in order. The black package. All right, those are the ones right there. So let's go. Plies. He's another goofy nigga. I ain't finished with you. All right, so you was trolling Trump. All right. But Trump, Plies, at the end of the day, man, this black man slammed you on your fucking head, bro. I don't even know why you still try to rap. Then it was black people trying to kill you in California. That's what Jamie Foxx said. You also got rich off selling black people this whole goon shit of killers and choppers, car full of choppers. You made an album about doing drive-bys on black people, all type of shit. Now you want to come back and talk about Trump going to sleep. Your legacy was built off fake thug life, and your legacy, Plies, was built off you promoting black people, spraying other black people with choppers, nigga. And I know in Florida, when you made that shit at that time, it was a lot of black people in Florida getting sprayed down with them choppers. Yes, they was, bro. And the point is this, Plies, you got rich off that black talk, but you got rich off selling black death, nigga. See that? You were pushing that goon shit, nigga, even though you was a college student. So, Plies, why was you pushing the destruction of black people, killing each other? You got rich off rapping about blacks destroying each other, but now that your career over, you want to be talking politics and trolling Trump like we give a fuck. Motherfucker, I would shake Trump's hand before I ever shake your hand. Know why? Because you a bitch. You promoted. Now, mind you, at this time, them brothers down there in Florida was the first one. They was one of the first riding around with 100-round drums, monkey nut clips, and all that. And when Plies put that shit out, that's what was going on. So my point is, when he went to LA, he got G-checked because he was talking so much killing on his album. They wanted to see if he was about that life. My point is, Plies was selling all that ignorant gangster shit, killer, killer, killer. Now he wants to tell us who to vote for. See what I'm telling y'all? These characters, y'all. Fucking characters. It is what it is, man. And like I said, y'all, I don't have no favorite. And that's another thing, y'all. Stop worrying about what people like. Stop worrying about people support. Don't matter. Whoever when I piss in the toilet, does that shit matter to you? You want to know what color my piss is? Why do people always worry about what other people think and how they feel and what they do? See that? African Americans, why are you also always so wrapped up in what people do? Why you like to debate everything? You want to debate my penis size too? Because y'all love to talk about blackness. You want to see a black penis? Some of y'all are sick, all right? You're fucking sick. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. Y'all sick. And you got a sickness called blackness. You know why? You got hit in the head. So also, Kodak Black, you know he down with Trump. So Trump had to check Plies. On Saturday, Kodak Black took an Instagram live to threaten Plies for mocking Trump on X. We ain't going for any Trump slander. You got to get off that shit, Plies. Trump ain't did nothing to you, he stated. You rich, bro. We rich. Fall back. Kodak Black is telling his dumb ass, what nobody want to say. Kodak Black was really telling him, hey, bro, we really conservative, dummy. We're rich already. Let me tell you, dumb Negro, something. Kodak Black is really saying, I told he another one played the role of a fool. He really telling, first of all, rewind. We already done broke all that down. It's old news, ain't nothing new. It's nothing new in this world no more, y'all. I'm not breaking no laws, what I'm saying. I ain't breaking no oaths. I ain't breaking no codes. But if your stupid ass don't know the original people of this land were Republicans, then that's on your dumb ass. That's on your dumb ass. See, some people don't understand what conservative mean. If your dumb ass live in a community with gates at, you're in a fucking conservative neighborhood. Once you're in a different tax bracket, asshole, you're conservative. You just don't know it, dummy. Let me break it down to you. This is how easy it is. Now, look, I'm going to break this real shit down. It's law. My opinion means nothing. My opinion is no different from doodle in the toilet. All right, straight up. But let me show you how this shit work. Kodak Black, what he say to him? Let's look at what he said to Plies, y'all. Boom. We ain't going for any Trump slander. You got to get off that shit, Plies. He telling you, get off that race shit, bro. Get off that nigga shit. Kodak Black. Now, look. Trump ain't done nothing to you. That's a fact. Why are you campaigning against Trump? He ain't doing nothing to you. So the point is this. Another thing. Boom. You rich, bro. We rich. Fall back. What else he say? Love. Because shit can get mafioso, boy. Told him straight up. Shit can get mafioso. Fall back off Trump. He said we rich already. You know what he was trying to tell Plies? Yo, bro, really, we free. We free. We free. And put it like this. I'm gonna make this shit so simple to y'all. You see how Kodak know the truth? You say he campaigned for Trump. Now guess what Trump could do? Since Kodak, you held it down, go ahead and build your own city. Go ahead. Whatever you're trying to do, Kodak, I endorse that. You want to build your neighborhood? You want to build up that part of Florida? You got the right now. Go ahead. You free. See? Y'all niggas are ignorant. When you on that blue stuff, stay your ass in the city. You ain't building shit. Kodak Black is connected. Guess what he can do now? Open up black businesses. Free. That's why he said we rich, bro. Shut up. Calm down. What he really telling you, you shooting yourself in the foot, bro. We rich. We actually got a chance to help our people now, asshole. That's what he telling this dumb nigga. But he don't get it. He don't get it. He telling them, hey, bro, that race shit old. That race shit why we still fucked up. See that? Everybody want to be anti. Meanwhile, everybody's broke. and then you just get fake leaders. So Kodak was telling them, yo, bro, we rich. We don't got to play these games. Meaning, I'm connected. He's connected with the right party. I just told you, the original people of this country, mainly the South, were always Republican. But black people, or no, I ain't gonna say black people, pardon me. African Americans don't know the real history of this country. I'm gonna tell you another code. The real descendants of slaves, the African Americans, you know how you always know them? They don't know shit about this country. The descendants of slaves know nothing about this country. All they can tell you is Africa, because that's where they from. Kodak Black know he's from. Maybe Kodak Black know about the Seminole Wars. Feel me? Maybe he know about that. Plus, don't forget, Kodak Black is also Haitian, so he knows the roots of Haiti. He also know the roots of Haiti. He also know that Haiti overthrew their ass. Kodak Black is not stupid. I keep telling y'all this shit. He got Haitian roots. He got Florida roots. He's in Atlanta Seminoles. So he knows the truth. Therefore, he's telling Plies, shut up. Guess what, bro? We can have a little power back if you shut up. Because guess what? If Kodak Black do what he's supposed to do, meaning stay out the way, don't get in no trouble, he can start building shit and they're gonna let him live. That's the favor on the back end, y'all. So let's look at this real quick. Y'all see this? The dude from Jagged Edge damn near killed himself. Him. We've been seeing a pattern of that too recently. A lot of these so-called celebrities been damn near killing themselves in these cars. That's him. They say he broke his damn neck. He almost died, y'all. It's crazy. Also, sidebar, what happened? Bobby Shmurda is mad at Rick Ross for kicking him off the show. Rick Ross kicked Bobby Shmurda off the show because he was laughing at Rick Ross over that Canada shit. Also, I've been told y'all Bobby Shmurda's blackballed. They don't fuck with him no more. Simple. He later deleted the clip, but you can still watch below. Nope. The plan is wipe all New York rappers out. That's why Bobby Shmurda ass went to jail, and that's why New York rappers in the gutter right now, because they never want a New York rap to come back anyway. Sit. Let's go. Now we got to talk about Soulja Boy TASHA K, but it ain't shit to talk about. I'm looking at the whole shit now like it's a distraction too, and it's BS, because anybody that been on this internet a long time ago on YouTube, I say about 2010, 2011, it was shit coming out on Soulja Boy back then. And I remember it was a so-called Rainbow Man, a Rainbow Boy, who said Soulja Boy had bought him a dog. He went live saying how Soulja Boy bought him a Yorkie and all that type of stuff. So I've been hearing about Soulja Boy with these allegations. So they ain't nothing new. But it is now said that Soulja Boy is what? Suing for $16 million, right? So allegedly, all right, TASHA K owes Cardi B. She's allegedly being sued by Kevin Hart. Now she's being sued by Soulja Boy. She got federal documents, federal situations going on in the R. Kelly thing. Anyway, all I'm going to say is this. Either TASHA K is crazy, or she just knows she ain't never going to pay that money. She already knows she's never really going to go to jail. And maybe TASHA K's job was to destroy celebrities and they bullshit. Maybe she got the okay to take all their ass down. I don't know, because she just won't stop. And all I'm going to say is this, man. Soulja Boy, you could be fraud, but he put that lawsuit out, so he's trying to protect his name. He's trying to say that she's fugazi. Also, according to what I saw in the story, it was said that when the so-called man was on the platform dissing them, whenever they were so-called going live talking about it, it was said that at that exact time, Soulja Boy had sent them paperwork to retract what they were saying. It was alleged he gave them a chance to retract it during the live, but when they didn't retract it, he fulfilled his obligation and pushed the paperwork. So my point is, it was a chance they had to correct it, but at the same time, it could be the truth. So either way, Soulja Boy alleged fruity, but this is nothing new. But I'm going to say this. Any man that sits in a chair and gets his hair processed with all that shit, after a while, I think when men get too many perms and too many coloring, I think it do make you fruity. So it is what it is, Soulja Boy. Who cares? I'm going to say this again, too. Shout out to the Rainbow people. I will say this. Nobody cares about your preference. I don't care about it. Man, have fun. Ball till you fall, man. I'm tired about all that shit. It's all that Obama stuff. Making people on a pedestal. Anyway, who cares? All right. So salute to y'all, man. Because that's another thing, Umar Johnson. Umar Johnson, we got to talk about this too. Umar Johnson, I need you to break this down to me. What do we call the so-called African Americans that represent the red, the black, and the green, and the pink, the yellow, the blue, the purple, the red, the orange, and the rainbow? What do we say about the black people? What do we call them? Because it is a lot of black people. On one hand, they got the African flag. The other hand, they got the rainbow flag. What does that mean, Umar? Does that mean they're bipolar? Does it mean that they're fucking lost? What does it mean? Because I just keep seeing African Americans, they just gravitate to anything. Did you know that you can see an African American? They can hold up a fraternity flag. They can hold up a Masonic flag. They can say they're African, Muslim, and rainbow all at once. Wow. Anyway, I notice a pattern of, for some reason, African Americans want to be everything other than American. And that's okay, because I actually believe and I understand now that anybody talking African American shit, you really are from Africa and you really are from fucking slaves. All right. It's just the truth, because you don't know nothing about American history. So I'm going to say it again. Anybody that does not know real American history, you're from slaves. Because you have to know the real American history to know who the real black people are. And like I'm going to say it again. You have black Africans, black African Americans, then you got black Indians. Now we can play with all these titles and names and shit. I'm just giving you the diversity, the two different types of black people: black Africans, black Indians, plantations, reservations. But then you got to remember also, with the black Indians, they were warriors. So mostly all of them fought to the death. They was not going down as prisoners. That's another thing you got to remember. Then you also got to remember, all of the land they took in this country from the natives, they fought mega wars. So that's why they saying that the whole purpose is for you to never get the land back, because they fought and lost so much to get this shit. And they had to cover up a lot of pyramids. Anyway, let's go down. All this shit is online, ain't nothing new. All right. Bronny James still being trolled. Bronny James is the worst player in NBA Summer League. So I'm just showing you LeBron is still embarrassing his son. And LeBron James is a proud African American. He loves to talk black talk. All right. So let's go back to this blackness. Let's look at this. Of the very darkest color, owing to absence of complete absorption of light, the opposite of white, black smoke. Do you look like black smoke? Belonging to denoting a human group having dark colored skin, especially of sub-Saharan African ancestry. Black color or pigment. A member of a human group having dark colored skin, especially one of the Sahara African ancestry. And you know what's funny? Tomorrow in the Olympics, LeBron James and them, they're going to be playing in Sahara. They're going to be playing the Sudanese, something like that. The Olympic team of USA will be playing in Africa tomorrow at 3 o'clock. The point is this. Did you just see what they said black was? So it's showing you right here. If you consider yourself black, then you come from a certain ancestry of West Africa, the Saharan Desert, where they got the slaves from, things like that. And that's okay. But all I was just trying to tell y'all, everybody does not acknowledge that. You cannot force everybody to say we all from there, asshole. And if that's where you're from, just be proud of it, and that's okay. But it's just going to still prove that a lot of y'all don't have knowledge of American history, because a lot of y'all were brainwashed by y'all masters, and a lot of y'all work for y'all masters. So y'all masters told y'all to never teach the real American history and always teach about African history. It's that simple. And anybody that don't know American history, it's because you're from slavery and you're not from here. And you never took the time to learn because it was never in you to learn it. That's how it go. See, people that are intrigued by who they are, they're always going to be on that path to try to find who they are. Then when they figure out who they are, they get a certain sense of peace. But you're going to see a certain people, they still chaotic because they don't know who the fuck they are. So that's why they overdo everything they do. They do everything to the extreme. Crash out for no fucking reason. Do dumb shit. They want to play with their son. Fucking just do lost shit that don't make sense. All right. Meanwhile, just the breed they come from, man. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. So it's okay, y'all. The thing is, it's going to be a time in America where nobody going to know nothing anyway. So everything I'm saying don't mean shit because Brother Umar could talk all he want, but these are the new black people. These are the new African Americans. Umar Johnson, another thing his punk ass ain't going to say. I'll slap fire out his face. Have you seen Umar Johnson speak up about the Philadelphia crisis, what's going on with black people in Philadelphia as we speak? Have you seen Umar Johnson do any food drives, water drives? Have you seen Umar Johnson put anything together for the black boys of Philly? For anybody in this world never been to Philly, you don't know what's going on. Philly always need help in the hood. But I see all these black people always using Philly to get rich, but I never see nobody black doing nothing for Philly. I never seen it. I just don't see it. Why? Because black people don't hold people accountable. Black people, African Americans, got this mindset. If you from my city and you black, man, you make us look good. We winning. So all I got to do is use y'all fucking name, get rich, and then leave y'all in that poor ass hood and don't do shit. That's Umar. And I bet you Umar didn't even build his school in Philly. Can somebody please tell me where this school is at? Because I love to break down clowns like him. What's up, Big Phil? Can somebody tell me, Google it right now, where's Umar Johnson School? I want to bet y'all a lot of money. It is not in Philadelphia. I bet you it ain't. I bet you it's on the outskirts. Let's go. Please tell me where it's at. Why are we talking about Umar Johnson, y'all? I'm showing y'all the reason why so-called black people did not get nowhere is because a million motherfuckers like him came out. He's nothing but the reincarnation of Al Sharpton. He's nothing but the reincarnation of Marcus Garvey. Did you know Marcus Garvey's job was to brainwash the people of this land and make them think they wasn't fucking from here? Did you know those games they was playing back then? Sending people to this country, to our people that was already here, lying to them saying, hey, you know you're not really from here, right? You're really from Africa. Even though our people knew who the fuck they was. They knew who they was. Noble Drew Ali, his job was to come here and tell people, you know you're not from here, right? This is a program they started early 1900s. You don't believe me? Go check the history of Marcus Garvey, Noble Drew Ali. You will see they started sending people over here in the early 1900s to brainwash black people. Why? It was a couple years after slavery where they knew a lot of people was going to wake up. A lot of people was held prisoner on their own land. That's what happened to the natives of this land. Some of y'all don't understand that shit. When you see those so-called plantation buildings, those big mansions, that person you know is the white people, they didn't build those shits. Also, when you study American history, African Americans, you will really see it was not that many plantations in America, neither. That's why I told y'all, man, it's 2024, we already glitched the matrix. Anybody still talking idiocracy, you African American and you a slave. It's that simple. You're not from here. Go back to Africa, man, with that dumb shit. Why? Because you're still proving that you have been a long time, but you still did not take the time to study American history. When you study the real American history, you'll find out who the real Americans are. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that. Simple. I wasn't going to get too crazy, but I just want to show y'all. See that blackness? That's black, right? What are they? Who are close to this color? We're just going to make it real simple. Who's close to this color? I know one thing. The people of this land looked a certain way. And like I say, they mixed in with natives of this land too. That whole slavery process, that's what they lied about. When they was doing that breeding on those plantations to kidnap black Indians, they breeded them with black Africans. And that's how you got the African American too. That's part of the thing they don't tell you. Let me give you an example. See, when you took a black Indian and mixed them with this, You'll get something like him. Something like him. I can even tell people that's mixed with African. So anyway, that's my opinion, man. I'm just showing you certain shit. The point is this, man. I'm going to say it again, y'all. When you study history, another thing people don't know, people was coming here in the 1300s. The Portuguese was some of the first to pillage soil. The Portuguese was the first to pillage Africa. Then, if you really want to be technical, if I really want to knock your ass out, I just be petty and just tell you the original Europeans are black anyway. The original black devils are black, meaning that's what it is. The original people to commit black on black crime was the black Europeans. Simple. And this is the proof that it was never about no fucking race, no color. It was about nations, tribes, cultures, language. So you're going to see history. I'm going to say it again on a recap. Simple shit, y'all. I ain't mean to get in all this today, but it is what it is. When you go into history, you're going to see it simple, y'all. When you go study African American history, this is what none of these penis heads going to tell you. See, I talk that African talk, y'all, but I promise you, I know my African history. I know African American history. I know Native history. I have none against Africa. I just have to say certain things because they put a false African narrative in these schools on your life. They taught you this shit, and it's now a curse because you don't see nothing but African. You ain't even smart enough to say, hey, I'll embrace my African heritage. Okay, I embrace that, but let me still learn some of this other stuff. You didn't do that. That's how I know we don't rock with y'all. So look, hold up. Matter of fact, give me 1 second, y'all. Let me plug up this laptop up. All right, we back. Now look, back to what I was saying, y'all. You gotta go on the history. Because remember, in school, they teach us fake history. Remember, our history started out with the British and shit. You notice with American history, they don't go into the French so much. When they go into the French, all they go into is what? The Louisiana Purchase. Boom. They go into Spain, but they just go into that with Christopher Columbus. What they don't tell you before all that happened, some of the first Europeans to hit the water was the Portuguese. Then it was Spain. So that's why I was telling y'all, when they pillaged Africa, the Europeans, that shit didn't stop. The 1300s is when a lot of that shit started. They started pillaging Africa, the Portuguese. Then Spain came after that. What happened after 1492, right? That's when they took their turn to pillage the goddamn countries. Then after that, the French came and pillaged the goddamn countries. They was taking turns, y'all. You get it? They was taking turns. And they was all raping Africa. And every time they went to Africa, they took resources and took out slaves. And when you study the history, this is what I need y'all to do, African Americans, since y'all real smart, right? For real shit. I need y'all to go back and study and tell me about the wars that was happening against Western Africa, against all of Europe. I need you to break down when the Africans was fighting the Portuguese. Then you got to break down when you got to prove when they was fighting Spanish. Then you got to prove when the Africans was fighting the French. And then you got to prove them fighting the British. If you can't prove that, that means West Africa were punks and they were getting pillaged and raped. And the men were punk letting the women get raped. That's why they didn't go out without a fight. Then when you come to this country, you do the history, you're going to see every time they came to this country, they had to fight. Simple. Now, don't forget here, you did have sellout Indians. You did have sellout black Indians. Yes, you did. The sellout Indians that were here married them because when they came from Europe, they had gifts and trinkets. And some of the dumb chiefs that were here, they fell a victim and married them fools. And some of the chiefs that were here, they did sell out. They did marry in. They did conspire to kill their own people here. Yes, that's true too. So yes, it was always people that were dark-skinned that were betrayers because it happened with black Indians and black Africans. It always been like that. The so-called European always knew a way to make you turn against your own people. He knew he can do that by material shit. If you study American history, you will see that's what they did. Another thing a lot of you idiots don't understand is when we talk about history in America, they also hit America from different ways. They lied about a lot of shit. Then they tell us that when Columbus and them, they had to always come from what? The Fertile Crest. They had to always come from the bottom, right? They said that was the only way to come to America. You had to come through the Virgin Islands first. Bullshit. Everybody that came through the back way was sneaking in. But you know American history, I need you to see. I wish I could have, yo, Sonetta, if you're listening, start those black debates. And I want to challenge like 5 niggas at one time. That's what I need to do. All right. So if you listen to Sonetta, somebody hit him on the horn, say, get these conscious debates going, because Funo Fan want to battle 5 of your top conscious niggas by itself. All right. That's what I want to do. Because I'm going to show you how much niggas don't know shit. Now, what I'm showing you also is this. Now, when the French came in, which way did they come in through? I would love to ask African American that. Which way did they come in through? I told you earlier in the episode, when the French came, they came from the north. Also, Vikings came here from the north. They didn't come from the bottom. And Vikings also came before the Spanish. But when some of the first tribes came, they made truces. They didn't pillage. So when France first came, they didn't pillage like that. They came on some French shit by way of Canada. And to this day, Canada is all mixed races. Nobody you see in Canada is all the way white. A lot of those whites you see down south, and you see those Western Virginia white people, and some of them look all dark, and they get tan, and they talk like rednecks. What you think the fucking shit redneck come from? Some of them rednecks got you know what in them, because the rednecks are the offspring of the first Europeans that came and mixed with the natives of that land, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee. And those are the guys that said, nigga, get your ass from out of here. And also, those so-called racist Southerners from the South, they know who's really from here and who's not. They know that Black Indians are from here, and they know that Black Africans are not. And that's why they always gave Africans hell. But when you study your history, you might see a flag of a Confederate and a Native together going to war against the Yankees. But see, you Yankee boys want to be conscious. So 1 minute, Philly boy UMAR, what, you a fucking Yankee and you're talking African, which means you don't know shit about this land, Yankee. So anyway, as you see, campus under full video surveillance, all seeing eye. See the words he used? Illuminati words. Simple. Umar Johnson represents Babylon, all right? That's the school of Babylon. You know what that means? You go to that school, you're going to come out a fucking idiot. You ain't going to know shit. Also, I can make more money off y'all telling you I'm going to build a school than actually building a fucking school. I don't need no registration fees. I don't need shit. I'm just going to tell you I'm about to build an auditorium. Then I'll tell you I'm going to build a gym. Then I'm going to tell you, hey, we're going to build another part of the school for the females now. And now I'll drag you out another 2 years and take your fucking money. Meanwhile, you dumbasses still listen to a dumbass named Umar, still listen to the nigga, and nobody brought the nigga up on charges yet of robbing Black people. And this is him trolling your ass, talking to white people. So we're going to say it again. Umar, why are you so concerned with Drake mom and dad? Why are you so concerned with the sperm that came out of that black man nuts? If you know law, Umar, if you know science, if you know about dominant recessive, you can clearly see that Drake has the seed, or he is the seed of his father. And also, when you go to the one drop law, period, the melanin dominates. So Umar Johnson, you're gaslighting. You're using Drake for clout because you will be in Canada October 5th. You're hopping on the bandwagon of Kendrick. Y'all whole gimmick is black and white shit. Y'all also being looking like racist and shit, like broke niggas that's racist for no reason. So I'm going to show you something. I went into the history of Canada, so I'm going to say it. Let's say Drake mom is white. But did you know so many African Americans so dumb, they don't know the difference between white and Jewish? You got some Black people. Pardon me, not Black people. I got to be specific. African Americans. They so stupid, they think all white people the same. That's why I say when some African Americans run their mouth, people look at them and just shake their head like these guys are so ignorant. Let the 13th Amendment law be forever. Don't ever take that out. As long as they keep talking like this, they will remain property. So the point is this. Some African Americans are so lost, they don't even know what they be looking at. The point is this, man. Okay, Umar, let's say his mother is straight white. Let's say he is white. Fuck it. He just straight white. What the fuck does it matter to you, Umar? Say Drake is 100% white. What it matter to you, Umar? Kendrick. See that, y'all? This is what you call a hypocrite. They say the worst thing on this planet is a hypocrite. If you know anything about scripture, you know the worst thing is a hypocrite. Umar Junkie smoked the school like 3 years ago. Thank you. So let's put this on the record, y'all, because I want to be right and exact. Did he ever build a school? So all I want to, did he ever build it? I need to confirm this shit. We need to confirm this. Did he build a school, y'all? For real. Meaning, did the shit ever open? Did people go there? Hey, y'all, I love y'all to death. I can do this shit right now. Feel me? I can do this shit right now. All I know a building I can go to right now and stand in the door, take pictures, and perpetrate like I just bought the building. Y'all send me that goddamn Cash App because this shit gonna be for the Black nation. Now let's look. Hold up. Hold up. Indian people are not even part of the conversation and they land. So who are they really? How are they so great? See that right there, y'all? That's called African-American nigga troll. See that? Anybody that go out their way to go against the people of this land, that's how you know who they are. Okay? Anybody that go against people of this land are your agents. That's how you know. So you ain't got to beef, do all that. It ain't about shit. I'm just talking, man. Everything said is on the fucking internet. It's just that you only look at the internet for dumb shit. Everything I'm saying is on the internet. So what I'm telling y'all, everything I'm saying could be researched. Just don't be a dumb nigga and dispute shit. Hit the fucking search engine. You'll see for yourself. And I'm gonna say it again. Anybody that don't know American history, they're fucking terrorists. All right? Because there's no such thing as American history without the natives of this land. And if I'm talking about this land, I'm talking about before all the Europeans came here and stuck their dick in the land. All right? That's what I'm talking about. So the point is this. Anybody going out their way to trash the people of this land, they are the agents. It is very simple. See that? I love to show them, and it's okay. So let's see how smart they are. Indian people, matter of fact, also with this Babylon shit, this is how you also know Babylon devilish people. They like to play name games, labels. The number one tricks of African Americans play name games. You know why? African Americans are the number one people that are labeled. So they have to play the name game because African Americans, they name been played with. African Americans know who the fuck they are. So they always worried about a name. Did you notice that? Did you notice that African Americans are the most concerned with labels and shit like that? No, not the Indians, the Aboriginals. Motherfucker, the people of this land that were here first, bitch. So whatever name you guys want to play with, we can do that. All right? Plus, I can bust your head again and say, yes, Indians were here first. If you want to say even the land of India, they were here too, dickhead. I got another one for you, African American Negroes. Can you tell me something about Genghis Khan? Can you tell me something about that? Then ask yourself a question, Negro. How come I know all about Africa? I know all about Europe, but I don't know shit about Genghis Khan. I'm not the one to play with when it comes to this shit. I'm a student of American history. I'm an American. I'm copper colored too. You feel me? And I claim black. I claim black. If I claim black, it's Black Indian, fool. Seminole Wars, man. Shit like that. I'm just giving examples, man. Even the Mohawks fought their ass to death. You don't know about the French Indian War, asshole. So if you don't know about the French Indian War, you can suck a penis. If you do not know about the Seminole Wars, you can take it up your ass. And if you don't know shit about the Trail of Tears and the Wild Wild West Wars, you don't know shit, take your ass back to Africa, fool, because you's a punk. Know why? They put them on them ships nice and neat. When they put them on the ships, there was no rebellion. When they put them on the ships, they just went in place and just laid there. I'm saying that to say, y'all, it's always going to be people starting shit. It's always going to be people starting drama because African Americans only care about debating and arguing and talking dumb shit because they stupid ass too lazy to look shit up. And half of African Americans that run their mouth can't even fucking read or comprehend what they read. Half of the African Americans now, their knowledge come off the fucking internet what somebody told them. And that's why a lot of y'all got robbed by Polite. They got robbed by Brother Umar. They got robbed by goddamn Young Pharaoh. And before that, they got robbed by Dr. York. And some of them got robbed by Farrakhan. Farrakhan, conned your ass, something like that. Shout out to Nation of Islam. I got love for Farrakhan, but it's the truth. Farrakhan was a person that played the violin. They say Farrakhan grew up by Jewish people. This is a fact. It's not a joke no more. Wake up. Oh man, I'm gonna say this right now, y'all. This channel's for everybody. Everybody ain't for this channel. All you gotta know is this. Don't listen to what I say. I told y'all, man, what I say is no different dog shit. Don't worry about what I say. What I say don't mean nothing. All you gotta know is whoever the fuck you call yourself, your ass gonna get wiped out anyway. So to that smart ass that says something about the Indians, all you gotta know is, motherfucker, you gonna be dirt in this country anyway. So don't worry about all that. Whoever the fuck you is, and whoever think like that. Whoever is proud to be African American, you're proud to be black, let me see you stop this blackness. And let me see if you're going to be a part of this blackness. Because this blackness ain't got shit to do with you. It ain't got shit to do with none of that flag shit. No, they wave the flag of their country. They don't just wave red, black, and green. People that wave red, black, and green don't got no fucking country. It's the truth. Let's rewind it, y'all. Shout out to my African people. African people, when y'all come here, do y'all represent y'all country or do y'all represent the red, the black, and the green? Which one do y'all represent? Because when UMAR Johnson represent red, black, and green, y'all, he represent the Frederick Douglass money game. Think I'm playing? I showed y'all. Look, when he represent black and green, Frederick Douglass money game. Let's go. Frederick Douglass money game. The red is for the lies that's told of black boys dying. The black is the black clouds of bad luck that linger over niggas. And the green is the money UMAR Johnson makes when he lies to niggas about schools. And then it just repeats, red, black, green, red, black, green. More people die, more black men just die. And it just, you get it? The red is for the bloodshed. The black is for the people. Green is for the money that go on UMAR Johnson account. Frederick Douglass money gang, nigga. Did you get it yet? Black, I'm telling you, man, get rich, nigga. Get rich. The African-American hustle, get rich, y'all. You want to pay your rent, you want to pay your bills, start talking that black talk, get rich. All right, meanwhile, anybody that talk that black talk, all right, when they see the real power, they're going to get scared. So you can talk that black talk to me, but if you ain't going to say that shit in people's face, you ain't talking about nothing, man. It's also being said that African-Americans are the biggest punks because when you check their history, it was never no fight in Africa. And African-American here, they scared of white people. I know that for a fact. You know how many African-Americans are scared to look white people in their face? Did you know to some African-Americans, the white man is the boogeyman? They scared of white people. That's why they think all white people are like. Because some African-Americans are so ignorant, they never even spoke to a white person because they scared. So they just say all white people are like. And then those black thugs that bust their gun, when them big white boys come in that room called detectives, they start snitching on black people and telling. Even though that black boy smoked a black man, when he see that white man, he gets scared and tell the white man everything. Because black people, the secret joke is not black people. African Americans are scared of white people. Why? Because deep down in African Americans' heart, they know that the white man took their people from that country and whipped their ass and raped them. So that's why you're going to see a pattern. African Americans are scared of white people. So I'm going to say this. If you're not scared of white people, you ain't no African American. That's the truth. It ain't in your DNA to be scared of them. If it's in your DNA, you scared, then you probably from slavery. Because I just said it. Some people from punks, some people come from warriors. The warrior spirit is never being scared. So even if you're not aggressive, you're still never scared. So anybody that can look a white person in the eye, 9 times out of 10, you ain't no slave. Because slaves were taught not to look the white man in his eye. And to this day, you will see African Americans put their fucking head down. These are facts. I can take some so-called African Americans right now around certain establishments. I bet you they put their head down like it's the Martin Luther King days because they feel intimidated. See, me, when I go against other races, I don't feel inferior. That's you. I shop where I want to shop. I go where the fuck I want to go by myself. And if I feel a vibe, they ain't gonna respect my money, then I shit on it. I ain't spending shit. But for the most part, I'm in a country where I'm free to do what the fuck I want, and that's what I do, as long as I go according to law and pay my taxes. So I go in any establishment because I'm free. When you're a slave, you scared to go certain places because there's a lot of white people around. You feel funny. You know why? That's how slaves used to be. Slaves was always scared to go around white people. So I told y'all, some of y'all still have slave mentality because that's who the fuck you are. Now I'm gonna say this. The people from this land, guess what? You know how you know you're from this land? Now, also, when I say this land, y'all, I'm talking about from the Virgin Islands all the way to Canada. I'm talking about the Virgin. This is the Americas, y'all. The Virgin Islands all the way to America. When we get into these names, I'm from this place. That's all European division. So when we talk, we talking bigger than that. Everybody from this land, from the Virgin Islands to Canada, you know how you know you from here? Because when you move around, you feel good. You don't feel no certain weight. I told y'all to your face, I'm never going overseas. I'm never going to Africa because I'm not from there. That's not where my heart desires to be. It's not in me. Sorry. I'm not fond. I don't want to see buildings in Italy. I don't want to see the buildings of people that pillage my motherfucking people in this country. I don't give a fuck. I let you niggas go to Rome. You niggas go to France, Italy. That's what African Americans do because their conquerors, the European, groomed them. You see, the same people that conquered them groomed them. See, when you're in America and you make it, go back to Europe. And you can see our ancestors that whipped y'all ass. And you'll see our ancestors that pillage our whole fucking country. And dumbass African Americans, they take their money and they go to these European countries. Little do they know the joke's on them because you're looking at the people that ruined y'all ass and you pay to go see that shit, dummy. That's why I say, man, African Americans are dumb, man. Don't talk to them. Walk away. Don't argue with them. Walk away. Because they're hypocrites. When they programmed and broke a particular people, let me show you. Let's go back. I got time. I got time, man. Because we got to get over this meaning. We don't got to get over shit. I'm just going to show you on the table so you can speak out your mouth, but I'm going to show you. Some people going to sound dumb. Some going to sound stupid. Let's go back to this. Let's go back to Africa. Let's look at this as the original Africans that came. Or let's look at this as the original Africans that were getting, tortured. You can see them here. They're already a broken people. Another thing nobody wants to talk about Africa. How Africa has already complied with the Rainbow Gang. Why nobody wants to talk about that? So I'm going to say this too. Now you fools can't talk about Africa without putting a rainbow in it. Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, and a lot of other places. Big rainbow community in Africa. Why? Africa does whatever Europeans do because Europeans conquered Africa. Therefore, Africa has been under the spell of Europeans. So even Africans could come in and talk all that African talk, but they know they've been ran by England, France, and Britain. They know this. But see, Africans play the card like they're better, like they didn't get conquered, and they've been conquered. I told y'all I was people here trying to tell people, you from Africa. I'll tell you what. Go to an Irish person and tell them they're from Ireland. No, pardon me. Go to an Irish person and tell them they're from Italy. Go to an Italian and tell him he's from Poland. Go to a Poland and tell him he's from France. And they all in Europe. Do that shit and watch what happens. It's only one people that talk one way of talk. It's only one people that'll talk a lot of shit but don't even know who they're looking at. Why? How you gonna know how you looking at when you ain't got no fucking culture? In this world, when you don't have no culture, means you are nobody. That's why when you die, nobody cares about you. You don't have no rights. Guess what? Guess who don't have rights? Mixed breeds. Anybody mixed breed with that? Pardon me. When they breeded the people on the plantation, they took these people and created a people that were ignorant on purpose, ass backwards, passive, scary. And when they was whipping black slaves back then, they was actually changing the DNA. That's what they was doing. Just like to this day. When we looking at humans now, that's a different DNA. Why? We say what? We wasn't raised like that. We wasn't raised how to. That's not our DNA. So, the reason why a lot of African Americans act the way they act, like I said, the gay community is large in Europe. But something they never wanted to show you in slavery is that actually, in my opinion, black men was getting raped more than a woman. And I broke all that down. That was the whole science of buck breaking. That's why I say, man, when you say African American, you're saying a lot of stuff. The African American is the breed, or the knockoff breed is the mutt. The African American is a mutt that came from breeding on a plantation. When they were breeding black Indians with black Africans, and they was breeding black Africans with white people, they were breeding. Even when on a plantation, when a white man mixed his seed in Africans, he was breeding. Had nothing to do with rape. It was breeding, creating new Americans. Hold up. Thank you very much. Your commentary be on point and eye-opening. Louisiana's listening. Keep it coming for real. Thank you very much. Because I know Louisiana, where the real people at. That's where the French. My point is this is what people don't understand about America too. That is the richest part of America. Or back then it was. Back then in Europe, they knew what the richest part was. That's why they always went to the Virgin Islands and got them that Fertile Crest. Right there. For those, that's why I say, man, I'm tired of being a repetitive person, man. If you just a grown person and your stupid ass never learned nothing else, don't get mad at me and stop trying to chastise other people. Stop trying to fucking debate when a lot of y'all didn't learn shit. Because I'm going to show y'all something. When you're dealing with Louisiana, everybody know that's the way of the Nile. Everybody know that's the Fertile Crest. That has always been the most popular part from that whole shit. That's why the original capital was Mobile, Alabama. Then they moved it to New Orleans. That was the headquarters of the French. But I told you how they came from the north. And then once they got access to that river, they controlled the fucking river. The French controlled the river, but the French also had truces with the tribes here. That's why I told y'all when the French first came here, they didn't come on bullshit. The French first came here with trade and marrying in. And they had access to the goddamn rivers. So when the British came, when you go into the French War that happened in West Virginia and Ohio, that was the war of the British trying to remove the French because the French was running shit. The French ran the major highway. Then to know about America, you have to understand the waters were the fucking highways. The water was the main way of this country. That was the highway. So you got to understand. Free people rode the water. The people of this land was already coasting waters. The other motherfuckers came on a ship across the water, handcuffed. And the first ships that came, it wasn't a lot, dummies. So if it wasn't a lot that came on the slave ship, who were the black Indians or the black people already fucking here? And when you look at the pictures of those ships, what color were those people? When you see those fucking carbon copies of those ships and niggas in shackles, ain't they this color? What's the original color of the people of this country? Since we want to talk color, you tell me. Anyway, I'm just talking, y'all. Don't believe nothing I say. You ain't got to listen to me. But I know one thing. You should not be listening to this asshole. How can you take a man serious telling you how to be black when he lay in a fucking bed and go live in the daytime with no fucking job, no hustle, no business? He's a clown. And all these clowns do is out of you. You know what the black experience is? Black brainwashing of you in a cult stuck going nowhere. You know what the black experience is? Go watch the movie Get Out. They told you to your face what it is. All right? So I keep telling you, the ignorant people always going to get trolled. The people that know what's going on, we sit back and laugh. I laugh at all this shit. I don't get mad because I know the truth. Even they know the truth. That's why they laugh. They know your number one detriment is you being ignorant and killing yourself and not knowing who the fuck you are. They know that. They ain't got to bust no gun at you. You bust a gun at yourself every day. You put a gun in your own head every day. It's called your ignorance. All right, that's it. The world is run on smarts. The world is run on spiritual energy. It has nothing to do with guns. That's why the people that run your ass been conquering your ass for hundreds of years and they ain't bust a shot yet. See that? They don't got to bust a shot. You take yourself out. Simple. The guns are for when you get out of line and think you're going to do some extra shit with your African-American talk. That's what the gun's for. When you get, they ready. They look at all you African-American, you know what they're saying? When you guys get enough heart and soul and think you want to do something in this country, just come on and bring it. Come on with your African-American self. That's what they're waiting for. Me, they can look at me straight up. I'll tell them straight to their face. My ancestors from this country. Straight up. My people's from this land right here. Okay, sir. He knows. All right. I'll show you something else. I already broke it down. Why you think even white people in the South look different from white people up north? Did you figure that out yet? No. Because black people always talk, right? African Americans always talk. They don't know shit. And then ask yourself a question, asshole. Ask yourself a deep question, some of you dumbass African Americans. Why did the so-called white people in the North hate the white people in the South so much? Why the Yankees did not like those goddamn Confederates, even though they was all so-called white? Why? Why was the beef about? I ain't gonna answer all your questions. Just ask yourself that. Why were the whites up north so hateful of the whites down south? And I need you to ask another question that I proved the other day. Why was Massachusetts the highest owner of slaves? I done debunked everything. So anybody on this channel, when you come, you better know what the fuck you're doing. I advise you, when you come on this channel, do some research. I got fucking 1,000+ videos. Do research before you come here and run your fucking mouth, and you will see every topic I already covered already. That's why I got to keep saying a dumb slogan called I told you. Because so many people are so late, I got to keep repeating the same shit. I'll say it again. How come all the white people in this country never got along? Why were the whites of the North not fond of the whites in the South? Since all white people are the same. Like I said, man, I need an African American to answer that question. The thing is, some people know the true history of this country and some people don't. The truth of the matter is, the people that run their mouth the most know the least. The people that know the most, shh, they be quiet. That's how this country is run. So whenever you see a fool running their mouth, just already assume, motherfucker know what he's talking about. Or you say, what is he selling now? Because motherfuckers that run their mouth, they don't know shit. Or if they run their mouth, they're already on the oath not to tell you the truth. That's why they're going to push on you. It's fucking Egypt, Africa, Frederick Douglass, Osiris, Heru, all that shit. Zulu, all wrapped in one. This is nothing but Black Babylon. You know what Babylon is? Confusion, a bunch of nothing. That's what that is. That's why you listen to these guys and you're still empty. You've been knowing about them, you still can't say one thing he fucking did. You know what that's called? You've been getting spent in circles. But then again, your whole life is a Ferris wheel. That's the joke. Your whole life is a Ferris wheel and a hamster wheel, and all you do is go in circles. That's why, let me show you, you went in circles. From UMAR Johnson, let me rewind it. You went from Martin Luther King to UMAR Johnson. You just went in a circle. Back to square one. The same thing he taught, same thing he teach. Frederick Douglass, see the program? What's the program? Frederick Douglass, Marcus Garvey, W.B. Du Bois, the same program. Rosa Parks, the same program. Meanwhile, black people still 3/5 of a human being, still ignorant, still don't know nothing, still want to argue about Africa, black Indians, still want to be disrespectful, slanderous, all of that. Why? Because they've been taught very well. Once you're brainwashed, you never get back to who you are. And that's why they said that African Americans suffer from identity crisis, because they don't know who the fuck they are. And you can tell them that anybody. Next week, you're a can of paint. Next week, you're fucking kings and queens. After that, you're fucking shaking your ass again. Then after that, you want to be respected in the church. You're all over the place. That's why nobody respects you African American guys. All right, you guys, 1 minute you guys are African Greeks, 1 minute you're American Greeks, you're all fucking everywhere. Meanwhile, you don't know shit. And that's why you a joke. It's that simple. That's why Hulk Hogan flexed on y'all yesterday. Hulk Hogan was flexing on the African Americans, not the natives. You feel me? Because anybody know the original natives of this land was Republicans. So I'm gonna say he was flexing on African Americans, man, because they're not from here. African Americans only supposed to be in cities. Get it? They're supposed to be in poor cities like prisons, and that's it. African Americans ain't supposed to own no land or nothing because they're descendants of slaves. Get it? Y'all getting it now? That's right. So anyway, man, I'm trolling. It's time to go, y'all. We about to be out. They saying Joe gonna step down, y'all. So I'm gonna say it again. If black man is not disrespectful, why is Joe getting heat for calling his Secretary of Defense a black man? If it's not disrespectful. Once again, common sense. For real, I need somebody to answer that question. Why is Joe Biden in trouble for calling his attorney or his people's black man? He allegedly forgot his name and called him black man. He called him out his name. So basically what's being said is calling somebody black man is out of pocket. Just like if I say the white man or that white man over there, that's considered racist. So many people run around saying the black man, but in reality, nobody respects the black man. And you'll see right here, when you say the black man, that's a derogatory term. A black man really mean you a nobody. That's what it mean. See, a lot of shit niggas don't even know, man, because a lot of people just don't understand English, man. All this shit is coded. The American language is the code, man. See that? Black man means you're a nobody. When you see black, you know, it's nothing, nobody. Blackness, nothing. So the black man is nothing. He's a nobody. That's what that means in that terminology. You feel me? When you call that man out his name, meaning if you know my name, you call me by my name. If you call me a black man, you say black man, that's just saying you ain't acknowledging my name. That means to you, I'm a nobody. You ain't got to acknowledge me. All right, and that's why this black man Plies got slammed on his head, because he was trying to troll Trump about falling asleep. But I was just like this. Look at Plies, y'all. He can't stay awake. He was trolling Trump, falling asleep. And my whole thing is, my nigga, you wear lipstick and your avatar's lips. So who do you speak for, Plies? Let's say, hey, Plies, what if everybody listen to you? Let's say we all vote for Joe. What the fuck you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Plies? What does it matter who people vote for? You going hard at Trump, but what you trying to accomplish? The point is, we know your job. For one, you're trying to get clout off Trump. For two, I know your whole fan base is probably fruity, because only a fruity man will market his lips. And you don't market those lips to eat coochie. You market those lips to suck on shit. All right? I know what's going on. Simple and plain. And you're a clown. You're a fake gangster. The point of what I'm saying is, y'all, Plies sold us black ignorance, black slaughter. He promoted goon lifestyle, even though goon means ignorant black person. Goon means horrible nigga. He promoted goon, but the whole time he had a college degree. So he did it for clout. He has a college degree. I want to bet this fool is in a fucking fraternity, and he's an idiot, always talking dumb shit on his platform. Oh, man, this Chick-fil-A, man, this shit good as hell, man. His job is to keep the ignorant shit going, y'all. So everybody keeps saying, man, the people down south, man, they ignorant as fuck. His job is to keep people down south still looked at as ignorant bastards and dumb motherfuckers that never got educated. That's their job, y'all. So when you want to know why the South, you still get bad rep of being country, dumb, ignorant, because of niggas like Plies. See, I've been deep down south. I know everybody down south ain't ignorant. I know that for a fact. I got people down south don't school me this shit. But the fact is, if you never been down south and you see people like Plies and niggas like Trick Daddy, you think everybody down south ignorant as fuck. And that's what Plies' job is to do. Always make Florida niggas look ignorant. That's the name of the game. Some places got to always look ignorant so no other blacks will get inspired to go there. Then you'll see, for my people that really know about down south, you'll see some of the prettiest places down south to keep the blacks poor and super ignorant on purpose so they won't flourish. And they don't want no smart blacks to get the idea of come down here and buy no land. So we keep this shit ignorant. And that's what it's all about. They know the people up north in the Midwest and the West got the money to buy that shit down south. They know that. So the key is you keep down south ignorant, you keep them niggas killing with them choppers, and you don't inspire nobody for nowhere else to move down south and buy no land, no property. Keep their ass out of here. That's why we always pay niggas like Plies. We pay Plies to always make down south look ignorant. And when people see ignorant niggas like Plies, they be say, man, I can't fuck with them down south people. Man, them niggas ignorant, man. That's his job, man. Reason why I'm saying that, he has a college degree, y'all. Megan, college degree. Half of these people you see acting ignorant, their job is to keep you ignorant. That's why they act ignorant. But when they sign those contracts, when they go to get those deals on the table, when they go to their bank and talk to their, financial advisors, these guys talk with the best English you ever heard in your life. All right. When you hear their proper grammar, if you heard Plies talking behind a closed door, you would swear he was white. See that? If I see white people, I talk exactly the same, my same voice. I don't do all that shit. I'm going to talk very articulate, but I ain't going to be extra with the shit. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Plies, he going to talk in a whole nother voice. You talk to black people in your ignorant voice. You make as less sense as possible. When you type your words, instead of writing bitch, you write bi. See that? Bi. What the fuck is that? Bi. See that? Ignorant nigga, y'all. Told you. I know what he's saying. He's saying the word bitch. But this will Plies type all day, bi. So this is what I was trying to tell my people down south. people like Plies set y'all back to that slave shit, and he helped the narrative stick that all people down south come from slaves, and they ignorant, and they never left the plantation. That's his job, y'all. Now, anybody from the north, am I lying? Anybody live up north, am I lying? I don't care if you're from Chicago, Detroit, PA. When you see Plies, don't he represent ignorant down south niggas? And I'll wait. So we get into this whole scenario of New York taking L's. Don't get it twisted. They know they had to shit on New York because they know that's where some of the most smartest people come from. New Yorkers were not just the smartest people because they from New York. It's just because people from New York and Chicago and PA had more access to information than the South. They kept the South ignorant. All right. They tried to brainwash us up in the North, but some of us got smart and knew how to play the game and didn't get brainwashed. But the point is, people up north have more access to information. Oakland, California, the South, they always kept it suppressed. But the key is always paint the South as ignorant motherfuckers. That's how it go. And that goes back to the Confederate War. That also goes back to keeping the slave narrative. See that? But my point is, if you never been down south, you'll never know. See, my people that know about Alabama or Mississippi, Biloxi, the shit is fucking beautiful. But if you never been there, you don't know about Biloxi, Mississippi. You don't know that shit like fucking paradise. You just know about dirty ass Miami. Know why? Because they created a whole environment that said, keep them niggas out. I'm telling y'all, man. You ain't gonna know shit about this country till you travel the world. So another thing, why do some of you guys keep talking Africa when some of you guys never even been to more than 2 states? Some of you assholes on the East Coast, you never even been off the East Coast. Some of y'all still so stupid, you still scared to move around America. You don't even know how to move around this shit. But you always talk about overseas. That's why you keep being looked at as a joke. Hold up. Dark skin and light skinned people from New York City all speak English, and they are used to growing up with different cultures of people. Exactly. New York City is the melting pot for all races. New York City was established to always promote race mixing, and that's just what New York has always been. America has always been that. Racists have come here. See, what people don't understand about America too, the first people to come here from other country were rich people. All of the rich people from every country came here first. So all the rich people came here first. Then they brought their flunkies. Get it? That's like, look at it like this. It's like the history, okay? Some of them came. I just broke down to you when you go into the Pocahontas story with John Smith. What people don't know about John Smith was from royalty. When he came, he linked up with the chief of Virginia, royalty. They had a meeting. They had a marriage, royalty. And that is what kind of created the first Native American. But you got to remember this. A lot of that shit against the South with the whole Yankee stuff was they knew that all of the native lands were still running around the South. This is where you do get those sayings of, y'all. I will admit it. When you get the sayings of, yo, you know, even Indians had slaves, right? That is the truth. That is the truth. That is the truth. But guess who are their slaves? Africans. Black Indians had Black Africans as slaves. Guess who else was here first? Now, when I said it was people that came here first that was rich, that's when the original Moors come in at. See, the first wave of Moors came, they came on their own will. Meaning, when you see some of these buildings established here, some of those buildings were built by the Moors. A lot of you assholes wake up, you'll see some of these names come from a certain time and place. And when you know about the map, my beautiful people from Florida, you will see throughout the decades, Florida is one of the main states, that name always been the same. You can go back 500 years, Florida has always been Florida. Only difference is West Florida is what is now Alabama and Mississippi, something like that. Florida has always been Florida. Florida has always been the prime land. That's why Florida, they always keep their foot up your ass the most and keep you the most fucking poor. That's how it works, because they always going to get revenge for those Seminole Wars. They also know about another thing they know about the Deep South. They know a lot of the people from that land never left. They know it's still remains of the original Seminoles in Florida. They know in Mississippi, some of the real Mississippians are still down there. They know this. They know all of the real so-called black Indian tribes are still in some of those lands because they never ran up north. Remember, it was the time when everybody ran up north. It was people never left the South. And then people say, yo, they crazy. Why the fuck they ain't leave? Because a lot of them knew who they was. And they said, I ain't leaving my land. I ain't going nowhere. Y'all want to run up north? Well, go ahead. We ain't going nowhere. We know the history. This our shit. That's what happened, y'all. So even when they were starting that run to the north, you know what they was doing? Tricking people to leave their land in the South. And they were using the people to go up north because when the blacks ran from the South, they were migrants of their time. When you hear about the Great Migration, Google it. The Great Migration at that time was all of the people leaving the South to the north. But what happened was that also started more race mixing because when the blacks from down south went up north, that gave birth to people like me and others. And that's why anybody know the real history of New York City, nobody from New York is really from New York. If you really know the history, that's the truth because they been started race mixing years ago. And they always do it. That's what I was trying to tell you. It's always been like that. But when you go down south, some of the original people still there. In New York, everything mix. Philly, everything mix. You getting it? Chicago, everything mix. You go down south, some of them same people never change. Simple, man. Anyway, it's all American history, man. American history is black history, fool. Because when you go into the American history, you can't go into American history without certain people mentioned. And when you go into the real American history, asshole, you'll see the things they had to go through to create American history, meaning the wars that were fought against the people that were here. I got another one for you. You got African Americans to tell you about Africa, but they won't tell you about the Pueblos. They can't tell you about the Appalachians, the whole tribe of Appalachian people that was at the mountains and got wiped the fuck out, and they were dark. The same people that had the mountains on lockdown where the European was scared to cross over. It was empires here. It was nations here. It were treaties here. So when I go back into the Moors that first came, they were rich and they had treaties. That's another thing. When the Moors came, they had treaties with the people of this land. But when the Moors came, they built establishments. They built big buildings in the 1500s. Also, when they had to go pillage the South, they were going to kidnap the rest of the Moors. So also in slavery, guess who got put in slavery? The Moors. I'm going to say it again. Everything I'm saying, I said it last Sunday and more. For those who want more knowledge, here you go. Get you a membership and invest in yourself. And maybe you'll stop this stupid ass argument. See that to the right? Those African Americans. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm just saying, y'all, in this world now, if you talk, you gotta know what you're talking about. You're gonna sound stupid. So for one, his dad is from Memphis, Tennessee. Then we hear about a native tribe that's from there. Anyway, let's scratch that. I went into the whole breakdown for people that know. My people from Canada already know what I'm talking about. Everybody from Canada is mixed breed. Also, we know the history of America. You also know when wars took place, people ran in Canada. Black people, white people, all that. They got along fine. Why is that? Now, I'm not saying his mom is black. I ain't gonna say that. But look at her lips. You think she's all pure white snow? People that know I'm going with it. Anyway. African Americans don't even know the difference between white and Jewish people. Sad, man. They don't even have no clue. I got another one for you. If you get off your lazy ass, African American, even look at the first Jews to come to this country. Even look at the first European Jews that came and see how they look. And I leave that at that. I don't argue with Negroes. So anyway, Umar Johnson, he wants Drake to prove his blackness. He wants to have a sit down with him. And he wanted to be known, Drake, hey, which side do you claim to more, your black or your white side? Or do you just claim black to sell records? But I've never looked at Drake as pandering to white people. I didn't see him on skateboards. I didn't see him doing white people do. So I don't know. All I see is him pandering his black side. But the reason why Drake ain't Fugazi, because we know what? You'll see Drake with his dad and his mom. So by him being with his mom shows us he's not embarrassed. Now, if Drake was trying to use the black card, he would hide his mother, because that would mean he's ashamed of her ass. He don't want nothing to do with that shit because it's fucking up his blackness. Get it? So he made sure he let it be known. This my mother, this my father. But he's proud of his damn father, because he know that's where he get his shit from. So even if let's say he do come from a white mom, he's clear as day. Man, I'm proud I got a black father, man. Shit. Glad my pop's black. You know what I'm saying? You can see it, man. That's why I say you just got no genetics and common sense, man. That boy happy his dad black, man. He proud of that shit. You can see it. Common sense. He probably ain't like, if he was, well, he probably ain't like that shit. Or maybe, maybe he felt left out because, like, damn, my dad black, but I ain't, you know what I'm saying? So you can tell the nigga proud of their pops, man. Straight up. You can tell he look up to his dad, man. So we're going to leave that at that. And don't forget, off his dad, that means Drake got fucking Memphis roots. So don't let these dickheads trick you. If that's his daddy, don't that mean he got roots in Memphis, fool? So if Drake got roots in Memphis, that means he more black than goddamn Kendrick Lamar. Because Kendrick Lamar in Cali, he ain't got no ties to the South, nigga. Bingo. Told you, man. Yo, real so-called black Indian native roots come from the fucking South. Tulsa, all that. Southwest, Arizona, Tulsa, get it? Southwest, Texas. Why you think Juneteenth take place in Galveston, Texas? Southwest. Don't listen to Yankee teachings, man. A lot of these teachings come from Yankee boys, man. The Yankees started brainwashing programs in those 13 colonies back in the day, man. That's where all this shit come from. That's why anybody coming out of a certain place, you got to watch them, man. All right? When they come out of PA, all that, man, that's them Yankees, man. They always preach backwards and they preach white teachings, man. Home of the Quakers and shit. You feel me? Home of the Quakers. That's why the blacks in PA catch hell, too. And Quakers and all them white Europeans make sure blacks in PA be broke as fuck, struggle. They got to sell drugs. And a lot of so-called African Americans in PA love to stick their penis in white women. Hell yeah, they do. From PA to Lancaster, nigga, I know about PA. Don't play with me. I know. And PA, Pennsylvania, black men love white coochie out there. Tell me if I'm lying, y'all. Why am I saying that? Because this black niggas up north always talking about white people, always talking about that racist shit. But somehow I seen with my own eyes, a lot of black people in PA love white women. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I know a nigga from New York right now, y'all. He from New York. Fool moved down south. Fool moved to VA. Fool got a white girlfriend now. Why? Because in New York, the nigga would never had a chance to have a white girlfriend. You know why? In New York, they super fucking racist. So this nigga came all the way from New York, went to VA just to get him a white girlfriend. He's from the north. See what I was telling you? Who's the most brainwashed? Who's the most brainwashed? Who really has a desire to always lay down with a white woman? Where'd that come from? The south or the north? I just told y'all. We already looked at, y'all. We broke it down. That's why I told y'all the biggest lie we're going to shatter right now. The biggest state that had slaves was Virginia. The third biggest state that had slaves, or the third state with the biggest amount of slaves, was Massachusetts. We broke it down already. Massachusetts had double slaves of Alabama, y'all. They had double slaves of Mississippi. Massachusetts had double slaves of fucking Mississippi and any other fucking state, like I told y'all already. And when you Google the statue in Boston, you will see the black man in fucking chains. And that's why they're fucking racist to this day. Because you forgot, when they landed on that Plymouth Rock shit, they were slaying motherfuckers. You also got to remember, they built the army. The white people that came here first, those Europeans, they built their armies in Massachusetts. The Yankee army comes from Massachusetts, the home of Prince Hall. That is the headquarters where they groomed the black slaves to be smart. You see, the black slaves in Virginia had to work. The black slaves up north had to be smart and learn how to shoot. They became the what? The Yankees. That's why I told you the Yankees then became the Buffalo Soldiers. The Buffalo Soldiers killed the native food to wipe their ass out. So when you see, that was the code I cracked right here in y'all face. Y'all didn't get it. Some of y'all did. When I showed y'all that Massachusetts really had the third largest amount of slaves, that was my proof that it was Massachusetts, the North,
breeding slaves for war that would later go down to pillage and kill the South, the Midwest, and they became the fucking cowboys. But they all came off fucking ships from Africa, and they were taught to be nice, prominent white men. That's where all that shit come from. Boston, New York, Pennsylvania. When he tell you the stories about how the white man wanted to educate the black man, no, they were teaching them to be conservative, good white responders that will kill niggas at will. And these, I'll give you another hint, y'all. When I spoke about how it was a black town right where Central Park is right now, y'all heard about the story how they built Central Park on top of that shit and around it, because that was the excuse to get the blacks out of it. This is another dirty trick they played throughout history. All of the blacks that fought in the Civil War, the Yankees, when they went back north, they had a couple dollars. Some of them started their own communities. Yes. But what happened is somehow they made a way to take the shit back. So I'm telling y'all real history that niggas ain't gonna tell you. You should know it. The black town that was in New York, that was from ex-Yankees that was in war, that were prosperous. And the North had the educated blacks, so they had a whole community. So when they was ready to get rid of their ass, they said, we about to build this new park. Y'all got to go. And they built Central Park and kicked that black neighborhood that was right there. They out of there to this day. That's New York history. That's why a lot of people don't even know New York history. It's sad. Did you know it's black history in New York? Black Indian history? Yes. When you watch the Game of Thrones, not Game of Thrones, Gangs of New York, when you go into when they first came to New York, they was bums. When they showed the 5 points in New York, that was the gutter, that was the slum, that was the dirt part of New York. But the whole New York, the point is, when you watch that movie, other parts of New York was already lavish. I'm gonna tell you this, New York, when you're in Manhattan, you see some of them lavish buildings. Some of them lavish buildings go back to like the 1500s and shit. They go way back. And the parts of America that they always show that was fucked up, that's because they had to be there. Certain parts Europeans couldn't go to. So when they bought the island from the Indians, when they bought Manhattan, it was already people still running New York City. Put it like this. I'll tell you, I'll give you a code. When they bought Manhattan and shit, some of those buildings you see in Manhattan was already there. I'll say that. Some of the things built and established was already there. See, they want us to think America was like so primitive. No. America, even in the 1600s, 1500s, you had the country and you had the city. In the 1500s, you had shit that was built here out of bricks. Facts. But then somehow they showed you Jamestown, white man, he ain't know how to build shit. They showed you in Plymouth Rock, they ain't know how to build shit. They ain't know how to farm. So what that tell you? Were they that smart when they came here? How are they so fucking smart? They ain't know how to plant shit. But then again, some of y'all so dumb, y'all don't even know corn don't even come from Europe. So the key was they didn't know how to plant corn because it was not from their fucking country, asshole. So I'm talking to you dumb African Americans, man. Learn American history, man. Then holler at me later. Then you study corn, you'll know corn mentioned in the Bible, fool. So that's why I say, man, some of us on a whole nother level, man, we don't care about race. We don't care about debating. We don't waste time debating. We waste time doing research. We don't waste time talking. We just get to the job. Shout out Queen of Detroit. See that? Queen of Detroit, she from the home of natives too. Detroit got a major history of war. Detroit was Fort Detroit because they was getting their ass whipped and they had to build a fort because they were getting fucked up from all angles. They were getting fucked up for the natives coming down from Canada. They were getting fucked up for the natives coming from New York. They were getting fucked up at all corners. So they had to build Fort Detroit. That's what that meant. Detroit is also a place where they killed a lot of natives at, period. That's why to this day, Detroit catches hell, and they don't want nobody from Detroit buying no fucking land back. That's why also in the Nation of Islam days, they brought a whole lot of people from Turkey and a whole lot of Islamic people, and Detroit has one of the biggest Islamic communities in America that people don't know. People think it's Philly. It ain't just Philly. Detroit has the biggest. That's where that whole, what? Elijah Muhammad started at. Father Muhammad in Detroit. Why I just told you. Your peoples knew who they were. In the late 1800s, early 1900s, they started sending people here to brainwash your people and tell them they were from somewhere else. And this ties in also after slavery, after all these wars, they was putting your people in mental health facilities. They put our people in mental health facilities, and that's where they started to steal our identity. Then they started sending bozos here to say, hey, you know you're really from Africa, right? You're not from here. No, you're not. Then they made us what? Cut our hair. So we wouldn't know our heritage. This is where it all started with getting bald heads and fades. Even though we always got bald heads, we did other things. Bald heads, we did bald heads, mohawk. Y'all know that. The point of the matter is, when you dealing with like Detroit, that was the French. I just broke it down to you. The French came down from Canada. They did some fucking in Canada, inbreeded. They worked their ass down in Detroit, did some fucking inbreeded. They took over that whole shit. But the people across the Mississippi River always fought their ass to the end, period. But this is what the French did. What the French had did was they tricked the Indians. They tricked the natives. Put it like this. Even though the French came in peace and laid their seed, they still turned on all the natives. They only blessed the first 5 tribes because the first 5 tribes is who they married into and had seed with. And the first 5 tribes is who they used to go against everybody else that was here. Then you'll see the first 5 tribes were in favor. Everybody else, they were the enemy. So that's what I was telling you. Everything opposite of the first 5 tribes were considered to be warriors and threats. And these are the people that it took to take out. So let's rewind real quick for history, American history. That's why you're going to see it took them damn near 400 to 500 years to even get to where we at now. They didn't get the country in order to 1800s, y'all. They was fucking coming here fighting since the 1500s. Why? They had to fight many nations and tribes of fucking warriors. That is my point, that everybody here is not from Africa. Only the people that came here on slave ships. So can we get clarity on that? Some people came on slave ships as punks and got raped and became sex toys and all that. Broke all that shit down. The first black toy is the African slave. That's the first sex toy. Yes, it is. All right? If you want to sit and act like a lot of those slave owners weren't gay, you're sadly mistaken. You're lying to yourself. When they were butt breaking these men, they were grooming them too. And they were plowing their ass. But the people that was from this land, they had to fight tooth and nail to the death. But if you never did your American history, you're just going to keep talking. So on that note, I study all history. And I'm going to ask you again, y'all. You African Americans, man, tell me something about Genghis Khan. Tell me something about that. I just need somebody to tell me about Genghis Khan, man. And then tell me why they don't talk about him. And then I need somebody to tell me when did Genghis Khan rule the earth. And when they tell you the story about he had a lot of seeds, where those seeds at now? So I'm going to keep showing you how a lot of y'all knowledge is over 50 years old and you did not advance yourself. Why? Because all the knowledge is in the palm of your hand and half of the shit to the puzzle is American history. That's why they had to always make your stupid ass study Africa. Then I got one more for you. Why they never push you to study India? Did you not see India has people darker than all of us? So why they never talk about Indian history? And the white people so racist. Why do they study yoga and Buddhism? Why they do yoga and stuff? I thought they don't like black people. Why if all white people racist? Why they always studying black culture or native cultures of different lands? Why do they do that stuff? So they all racist. Anyway, man, nobody's all the same. So in my opinion, I don't believe nothing I say. On that note, y'all about to get out of hell y'all long enough, but I had to make clarity, man. For those who want to know more, check the replay, man. UMAR Johnson has no right to judge Drake. He's using Drake for clout. That's all I wanted to show y'all. And I also wanted to show y'all how it's always going to be people gaslighting to keep you ignorant and dumb. Meanwhile, everything people saying is old bullshit. Anything somebody talking about Africa, only thing I want to know about Africa, no, I'm not even lying. I want to know about any wars that took place on Western Africa. I need to know the story about when the Africans fought the Portuguese. Then I want to know the war about the Africans fighting the Spaniards. Then we have to know about the war of the Africans fighting the French. And then we got to know about the war of the Africans fighting the British. Now, one of those wars of them fighting the British was the war with the Zulus. But I don't know about no other wars they fought against Europeans, y'all. I don't. But I know the people of this land, they banged out with them Europeans to the end. until they had to get taken down and put on reservations. Because guess what? It's no such thing as making somebody your prisoner and making them work for you. That's what's going to happen. You can't make a warrior work for you. You can't do that. Because every chance he get, he's going to pick up that tool and try to kill your ass. But when you got a person that's broken, let me show you. You can take a broken man and give him tools. Prince Hall. Yeah. They take a broken man and give him tools. Why? He's not going to know how to fucking use them. And he ain't going to use them. That's why, Prince Hall. Don't y'all got tools? Something like that. I'm just showing you how the white man been playing y'all. And I already told y'all before, all oaths are obsolete. They don't care about that shit. Why? All information is on the internet now. Every oath you thought was sacred is on the internet. Even the goddamn blood oath, the Crip oath, the goddamn Masonic oath, all that shit on the internet, man. It ain't my fault they did it. Because they were saying the joke's on you guys, hey? See, little did you guys know the Prince Hall is called what? It's called the African American Lodge. And you African Americans, we gave you guys a certain program to function off of. And when it's over with, you guys ain't gonna know shit. Because we gave you guys false secrets about nothing. And we just needed y'all to do some dirty work. And now we done with y'all. So when I told y'all, which we proved, it ain't what I told you, we looked it up. Massachusetts had the largest number of slaves. Most of them slaves, a percentage of them became Prince Hall Masons as well. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. So now you hear it. Now you have it. Bingo. And it's not about no Prince Hall Masons. Hey, I got them in my family, man. Nothing against them. But I'll be honest. All they want to do is debate. And all they want to do is talk about black African American stuff. And they contradict themselves all the time. Because the African Americans in my family, they always complain about white people, but they always doing the same shit white people do. And they want to live just like them. And so I don't get it. So other than that, y'all about to get out of here. UMAR Johnson gonna talk about white people, but he want to live just like them. Look what he said, y'all. The all-seeing eye, y'all. Look at the back of that dollar bill. That's UMAR Johnson. He telling y'all to your face, I'm all about that dollar bill, baby. All about that all-seeing eye. Dr. Papa Boulevard. Once again, is this school in Philly? I already know it ain't, but why nobody from Philly ain't jump UMAR Johnson yet for robbing all the black people? Anyway, also when you done with Philadelphia, Philadelphia was a stronghold of the Moors. Anybody saw pictures of the old penitentiary in Philly? That's an old Moorish castle. Some of the old Moorish castles that were here, they turned them into psych wards and prisons. Some of these things you've been looking at, you just didn't know what you was looking at. The Moors were here in power. They conquered them and took their shit. Yes, they did. The Moors that were here were in power, had truces with the black Indians, and they all got along just fine in Florida and in the South, South Carolina, and all of that. Yes, they did. The Moors of this country, stronghold was in the South with the natives. Yes, it was. When you see those French quarters and all that, when you see certain buildings in the South, also, which I don't know, part of the Civil War was a big demolition of the South. When the South looked the way it looked to this day, because part of the Civil War was to destroy the buildings of the South. A lot of people to this day do not know the downtown cities of the South were flourished just like New York, Chicago, and everywhere else. Mad buildings. Niggas don't know that though, because they don't study their history and they just talk about Africa. But my smart people, Google down South, Google Charleston. Charleston was rich. Google certain places of the South, New Orleans, certain places, and you'll see some of these places had a lot of shit going on. You want to know what else you want to study? You want to know about San Francisco, California. San Francisco was a stronghold of the Moors. Yes, it was. Spain, Spanish, Moors, San Francisco. They had a stronghold here. Some of these things you see that you think is churches, cathedrals, shit was built by the Moors, man. Anything you see that looked like a castle was built by Moors. Then these people, when they came here, they also went on campaigns switching numbers on buildings and shit. They did a lot of shit, y'all. But on that note, that's part of renovation shit. But on that, we'll get to all that. I just had to state the claim that don't listen to me, man. But definitely don't listen to UMAR Johnson. He's a fool. On that note, y'all, we about to get out of here, man. Salute Big Phil. Salute Nia, D&D. Everybody that's in here, everybody left. Shout out to the replay gang. Shout out to everybody left. Shout out to everybody that's wrapped up in that Soulja Boy shit. Honestly, I don't want to report no more zesty news. I'm tired of that shit. And now I'm just being honest with you, all right? So on that note, man, check yourself before you wreck yourself. and the nigga from Jagged Edge almost broke his damn neck. All right, people still driving cars fast, going nowhere, and that's also the secret of America. You know, no matter what you do, no matter what you buy, you be in fast cars, you got a lot of money, you hop on planes, but somehow you always end up square one, and you don't fucking go nowhere, because that is the black experience. The black experience is a false reality of you going back to square one. That's the whole name of the game. So keep listening to Umar Johnson, and you're going to keep going back to square one. That's the name of the game. Sit back to square one. So ain't no school built, ain't no kids got smarter, and ain't nothing changed. And everybody's still talking that black talk. So on that note, y'all, I'm out. One. Do y'all think Umar Johnson, Tariq Nasheed is ready for smoke with these guys right here? Do you think they would call them, do you think they would talk that talk to their face? Do you think Brother Umar Johnson has the heart to look a Klans member in the eye with his uniform on and talk shit? Do you think so? What you think? They used the 1906 earthquake to destroy Moorish buildings. That's right, bro. That's right. That's right. Every hurricane that went, you notice they destroyed black neighborhoods. San Francisco got a lot of history to it, y'all. That's why they made it fruity, so you won't think about it. If I'm not mistaken, at one point, San Francisco was bigger than New York City. And San Francisco was a big city before the 1800s. Well, anybody know about Europe? Didn't Europe been have buildings since the Rome days? All right, then. America was not always a bunch of fucking country. It's like Ed Wells. When you go back to ancient Bible studies, Jerusalem, all of that, wasn't it always cities? And it was always what? The country, right? America was the same way. You had the cities on the outskirts. When you go inland, you went country. That's how it went. That's how it went. Also, they kept putting that narrative in our head that all Indians were in teepees, all Indians were savages, but you don't even know it was a time in America where black Indians did advance and was walking around with suit and ties on. Another thing I'm gonna throw at y'all, when y'all see those megalithic buildings downtown in your city, they didn't build all that shit. They came here, some of that shit was already here. When you start looking at them ceilings, you see how giant these buildings is, you'll know these peons ain't built none of that shit. How we know that? Well, they showed you when they went to Jamestown, they had to build up a whack-ass picket fence. They had bullshit. Look at the forts they built when they first came here. Look at it. They were building that shit from wood. They were first building log cabins. That means it was shit here before they got here. I'm out. And another thing I'm gonna say, the only people that had the knowledge how to build was the Masons from Europe. They the only ones had the knowledge to build. Man did not have the knowledge to build with bricks. I do want to clear this too, though, y'all. Before I go, race ain't on a people. Race is the system. It's a racist system set up. But the key is, part of the racist system is this nigga. He's part of the racist system. Get it? Keep you racist so you fall a victim to the racist system. When I don't get caught up in racism, I see things different. I don't get caught up in the system. Simple. See, I'll tell you, I used to be a racist. When I used to be militant, and I was like, fuck, that ain't working no job. Ain't paying no tax, selling these fucking drugs. I was a racist too. Fuck white people. I ain't working for no white person. I was racist. But really, I was a terrorist. Get it? And I was only going to end up dead or in jail because that's how I was designed to be. So that's why I say that whole race shit is designed to crash you out. That's his job. Crash you out.